Right, but we return for the
Happy to
fourth
help.
session. Thanks. We return for the fourth session of Dord. Where we pick up on day 17. Last night you had a bit of a rough spell. You didn't get hurt, but it was a bit wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting, especially with the psycho people that I brutally murdered. But you know,
Yeah, that happens sometimes, though.
we up.
It'd be like
We
that.
up. We're good.
But, yeah. But we moved to the shack. Good old Ranger Shack.
W.
Put that down a little bit.
Sure.
And yeah, so you wake up, it's day 17, everyone, if anyone had any damage, I don't know if you had already updated that between the sessions or not, but everyone has recovered to full.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear.
And I believe it was said at the end of last session, but you have leveled up to level 3.
Hey.
Where you have gained 1 point to put in any kind of, because you're a lawyer, level 3 is your occupation level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allowing a mental stat increase, so you get to choose one mental stat, so intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Mm-hmm.
You get, as a lawyer, you get a new ability where you can interject into an initiative once per session against a sane human.
Okay, bet.
Most humans will be allowed. If you use it, I may potentially veto it, depending on situational, but generally speaking, it will work on any non-zombie entity. Where you can try to break it down into a negotiation instead of an initiative.
Okay. Could interrupt to break initiative.
Yeah, break initiative and begin negotiation.
Perfect.
And your skill proficiencies increase from +2 to +3, so everything that you or anyone in your party is proficient in will now gain a +3 instead of a +2.
Okie dokie. Well, let me go to my character sheet and then update all that.
Yes, and if you would let me know what skill you are increasing.
Yes. It'll probably be something for. Actually, well, no, I already have 2 things on wisdom. Why don't we do it for charisma? I've seen myself using intimidation a lot, so I'll go ahead and put something on intimidation.
You're not getting a new skill.
Oh.
You're just picking pick intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, and you can increase it by 1. And then the proficiencies you currently have gain a +1 on them.
Got it. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do.
So what were your proficiencies? Were survival and
survival and insight.
And insight, right?
So those are now +3. Okay. I'm debating if I want to do wisdom or just dump it into intelligence or charisma. Because wisdom, even if I add it, I won't get the +1.
Right.
So it's almost a moot point. So I think what I'll do is I feel like I don't use intelligence a whole lot. That's the thing. I'll do charisma. I'll make that 18.
Okay.
Then I'll be +4. So I've noticed myself using a lot of, or not necessarily a lot, but more than I've been using intelligence for like medicine.
Then you better hope that your leadership doesn't waver, since you're getting a +1 due to good leadership right now, or strong leadership.
Yeah.
So if your leadership starts to falter, then you may end up losing that bonus. So just be wary. That's sort of a conditional modifier.
Yeah.
But regardless, you wake up feeling rejuvenated and even more powerful, as you have obtained a level. And you wake up at camp. What would you like to do?
Finish adding +3 to all of my camps. All my camps. Oh my god, never mind. I'm fucking shit up.
I mean, if you don't have to note all of that. If you want to just put what their proficiencies are, you can just note proficiency is +3 now. So if you just put like their skills are like Justina's medicine, if she's rolling medicine, you just know from now on proficiency is now +3. So if you want to just denote somewhere on your page, proficiency is 3 instead of 2.
For +3, so we're good.
Okay.
But so first thing I'm gonna do, waking up in the van, I'll just check in with everybody in the not the van, the RV. Check out with everybody in the RV if they're in there, which I imagine that they are, to see how they rested. So asking Greg how he got any sleep and everything like that.
Here we'll say that you slept in a bit just because you were, you went through a lot late at night. So I'm gonna go ahead and move people to where they currently are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a whole lot of movement here.
Okay.
Okay, and there's our current standings for everyone.
Yeah, I'll just go with Iggy, see what he's been up to, because obviously I haven't been around him a whole lot because I've been pretty busy.
Alright, so you go check in on Iggy, and you see that he's still enjoying a good night's rest. He's still sleeping.
Do I know what time it is?
We'll say that it's like around 10, like 9:30, 10ish in the morning.
I'll let him keep resting.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna go check in with the campfire group right here.
Okay, so you leave the RV and you head down here. And as you walk up, you hear that they're actually talking about old movies.
Anyone in particular?
Well, they seem to be talking about a horror movie that you've never heard of, or it doesn't seem familiar to you, but it is about aliens invading and causing a giant stir in a small town.
I would say eerily similar to what we have. But alright. Like, wow, Greg, I didn't take you as a movie buff.
Yeah, you just like completely cut out.
Oh, word. Well, then I'd say, well, Greg, I didn't take you as a movie buff. I didn't realize you were this big into old horror films.
And Greg says, I really wasn't that big into movies. I'd go see them with some friends and all that, but didn't really appreciate it till now that we can't.
Totally understand about that. I'd kill to go see another movie right now, but right now we're living in a nightmare, so we're not doing that. Then for Braxton, I'd be like, what about you? Are you a big movie guy or just a fan of the same genre?
Braxton says, yeah, I actually will go watch movies all the time. It was usually what I did as a pastime.
Oh, really? Well, did you have any particular genre that you liked more than the other? Was it the horror, or what was it?
Horror, action, all over the place.
You have any favorites?
And he begins to describe to you his favorite action slasher flick about a man with a machete and a mask who goes around killing people at a lake.
Huh, never heard of it. Alright, glad you had a hobby, buddy. I'm just gonna go check in with everybody else. Let me know if you guys need anything.
Yep, and they wave you off as you begin to walk away.
Let's see what's going on with the guy Tommy.
Right, and you head over to Tommy, where you see that he's sort of putting back up some of these sort of like sound riggers, where like if a zombie were to stumble over into the area, they would basically hit the wire and it would set off like a small noise. That way you guys would know.
No. What's going on, Tommy? How you holding up? I know it's been a hell of a couple weeks.
And Tommy says, man, I've just been stressed thinking about all these crazy people we have running around out here in the woods with us. Just think, we've been out here for 2 weeks, and they could have been out here the entire time.
Yeah, well, we can't change what's already happening. There's no point necessarily over stressing about it. It's something to keep, kind of in the back of our mind, but we can't change what's already happened. If they were there for this long, what are we going to do about it? As of right now, we got nothing. I mean, we don't know where they are. We can try to send a search team out or something like that, but that's dangerous. We don't know what's going to happen to them. I just focus on what you can control and don't worry about what you can't.
Yeah, I just hate the idea of them lurking around and they could be here upon us at any moment.
I don't like it any better than the next guy, but we got a pretty capable group here where if something were to happen, I'm sure we'd be able to give them a run for their money.
Alright, and then he begins to finish up with setting up the sound alarms, and he says that he's gonna start going out towards the actual walking path to go check some of the traps.
So I wouldn't go alone. You should bring somebody with you.
And he said, yeah, I'm about to go wake Iggy up.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I mean, fighting an uphill battle on that one. But while I got you here, how's Julia doing? I know you guys are pretty close, being on how you work. I had a whole lot of chance, talk to her and everything. She holding up all right?
Well, I mean,
you know better than me.
I mean, she's anxious. I mean, there's a lot going on right now, lots of threats, and well, we've got some allies now that I wouldn't exactly say that they're dependable right now, especially since they're not even around.
Yeah, but we're able to communicate with them, so I mean, there's at least that. Something. At least some sort of silver lining in this whole situation.
Well, I'm glad at least one of us is an optimist.
Somebody's got to.
And then as he begins to walk towards RV, he sort of pats you on the shoulder and he says, yeah, and that's why we're listening to you.
Yep.
As it seems as though he is placing a lot of trust in you as he walks towards the RV to go get Iggy.
Alright. Let him do his thing. Then I'll just move over to the guy Hobo Joe, see how he's doing.
Right, and you see that he's out here just sharpening a knife while smoking another cigar.
So where do you get all these damn cigars, Joe? You gotta get me in contact with your guy. I don't know where you have all these.
And Joe looks at you with a stern, but you can almost tell, as sort of using your proficiency with insight, you can kind of see through it a bit. That it is sort of in his own sort of playful manner, where he says, you mind your own business when it comes to that, and you stay out of my shit. And you tell your buddy Iggy to stay away from it. He's been poking his nose a little bit too much in my business.
Yeah, he's been around camp too long. He's starting to get bored. We gotta send him out to go do something here. I think Tommy's about to go around the park with him just to get him out of that damn RV. Hopefully that way he'll keep his nose at all your shit.
Right, and as you're saying this, you see Tommy and Iggy begin to walk off out into...
Gonna let him know, but hey, keep comms. Like, don't just not say shit. If something's happening, let us know.
Right, and
Which
Tommy
I
sort of
imagine
like
is
flashes the walkie.
Bet. There we go. Then pretty much all there is with Joe. Joe's a Joe. But let me know if you need anything, Joe. Anything I can do to help right now, or are you all good?
He said, oh, I'm just out here doing what I do.
There you go. Don't be shy if something comes up, all right? Let me know.
He said, oh yeah, don't worry, you'll definitely be the first to know.
All right. I'll go see what's going on with Alexa. She's been in that car ever since you fucking got here.
She left for dinner.
A few times.
Yeah, you get out there and you see that she's sitting in like one of those like camping fold chairs that's set up next to the truck. She's kind of got like her feet propped up on like the front passenger fender.
Starting to get nervous that if anything happens to the Jeep, you're gonna have attachment issues. Doing all right?
She says, yeah, I've been fine. It's just, someone's got to stay on watch.
100%. Doesn't always have to be you, though. I mean, you can swap off with anyone inside, anywhere you want to. It doesn't have to be you the whole time.
Yeah,
It'd be good
well,
for you to get in there and familiarize. Not that you're not familiar, but get in there and, you know, get used to being around everybody.
I've been swapping her off with Julia, but I don't know. We haven't really wanted Iggy on watch.
Yeah, he's not exactly a fighter, if that makes sense. He's more the class clown, if that I would say that's a better description for him.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong about that one.
Yeah, well, how's Julia doing? If you guys have been swapping off, you been talking to her at all? You guys close at all, or no, not really?
Yeah, well, there hasn't really been too much camaraderie. She's been real busy trying to just figure out what to do with the park.
Mm-hmm. What about Maya? No, she's new. You've been talking to her at all?
I mean, just as much as everyone else at dinner last night.
Well, don't be a stranger. I can imagine you remember whenever everybody was getting added to the group and how nervous they were.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind.
Let me know if you need anything again. You don't have to be the only one watching the gate the whole time. I could pick up a shift or anyone else. And if you ever need time, you just want to go out in the forest, either with Julia or Tommy to go out there and check traps and stuff like that, just let him know. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to have the company. Although he's not the most charismatic.
For reference, during the 14-day time skip, people did alternate off.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It just you know, whenever during the last two, because those happened in rapid succession, she didn't go out on the scavenging run, and she was already set up in the Jeep.
Alright. Well, I won't talk your ear off. I'll go check on all the girls inside. I'll talk to you later, alright? Let me know if you need anything.
Alright, will do.
Boom. Head on inside. Are they all in different rooms inside, or are they all just kind of chit-chatting?
Julia's in her office, so I'll move her off to the side. Maya and Justine are talking together in Justine's sort of medical corner.
So what are you two ladies talking about? Hopefully it's nothing about how this is absolutely hopeless because Justine made a breakthrough and realized that there's nothing we can do about the zombies.
And Justine looks at you, and with a smile on her face says, "Oh yes, I was just telling Maya about our friendly zombie friend that's out there."
Yep.
And
it gives me a little bit of hope.
And Maya seems to be looking with disbelief, saying, "You can't be serious about this, right? This is like a joke."
100% serious. I could even take you to the plane crash that we found him at. Pretty sure the remains are still there. Plane crash right down, still in the park. And next thing you know, getting surrounded by zombies, I decided to head on into the plane. And he's in a box. He gets pulled out of it, walks straight past me, and just starts mauling all the other zombies. Has no interest in humans whatsoever.
A box? What was he, some kind of like twisted science fair experiment?
Who the hell knows? He might have been. All I know is that he's not a bad guy. Pretty cool.
And Justine adds, though he's likely not around the plane anymore. He has been spotted out here in the woods, though.
Yeah, he's around every once in a while. I mean, if you see him, don't do anything to him. We could use all the odds we can get.
Yeah, and Justine adds, as the sort of... You guys talk for a while. And as the conversation sort of peters out, and I assume you would be heading towards Julia's office to go check on her next, Justine stops you and asks if, after you're done checking with everyone on camp, if you'd like to help her with something.
Yeah, what you need?
And she said that she'll discuss it with you after you're done with all your stuff.
Talk to you here in a little bit, then. And yeah, I'll go in and check on Julia, see how she's holding up.
Okay, yeah, you walk into her little office space, and you see that she's still overlooking a bunch of maps right now, and you see there's a lot of like X's on it that seem to have been written in recently.
Care to explain what you got on the map? I trust it's not because you're going crazy and you're starting to scribble on me.
She said, "No, I'm not quite at that point yet. I'm just marking off potential locations where these guys might be holed up. I've got a few areas that I think would be ideal locations for them to hide.
Mm-hmm.
And she begins pointing out that there are several cave systems around the park, several little nook areas. There's even a couple like old cellar areas from the, way back in the day, where basically people would come out here and sort of run operation stuff before the actual park was established.
Yeah.
So there's just, little cellars where there's little wooden doors, but a lot of those were sort of locked off, but it's not insane to think that these people have potentially moved into one of them.
Good work, but I can see you're just as stressed as Tommy, as you guys are a lot alike in that regard, which is to be expected, being on how much time you guys have spent together here at the park.
Yeah, it's just been a lot.
I can understand that. Don't rack your head over it or anything like that. I mean, only control what you can. I'll tell you the same thing I did to Tommy. There's no point in stressing about stuff that's out of our control. We'll do what we can, but we can't do more than that, can we?
I suppose not.
But outside of that, how you holding up? I can't imagine you relish the fact of being stuck in your office. Nobody wants to be stuck at work this long. Haven't been able to leave the office, so...
Well, I've been trying to go out and hit the trails every now and again.
Well, if this ever brushes up, hopefully you clocked your hours, because you're due for one hell of an overtime check.
Nah, well, you're right about that.
Alright. Justine said she was needing help with something. I'm gonna go see what that is. I'll be in touch, okay? I would try to get out, get some fresh air, go talk with everybody else I know, and get a little stuffy in here, and be a little bit better for the brain to get out there instead of stressing too much about where these people might be. We'll find them whenever we do.
Yeah, will do.
Alright.
As you begin to walk outside, and you see Justine's already out here waiting for you.
Perfect. What's up, Justine? What you need?
Yes, Justine was talking about up the left walking trail, the one right here,
Mm-hmm.
that there's a nice little fishing area. I don't know, to see if you wanted to go with me.
Yeah, definitely can. Let me just grab all the stuff that we may need. We can head on up.
Right, and you guys begin putting together a small sort of pack. Is there anything specific that you'd like to take with you?
So, bring in, obviously, the AR that I have.
Right.
Bring in... She has her own handgun, I believe.
Yes.
Having her bring her handgun. I'm bringing the golf club.
Okay.
Bring in a knife. Or I guess 2 knives. I imagine she has her own knife, but bring in a knife. And then, let's see, let me go through all the stuff I have. I have the M4 rifle. I got handgun. Got the golf club. Have a knife. Outside of that, I'll just bring like standard first aid stuff, like bandages and stuff like that, in case something happens.
Okay.
Then yeah, we'll head on out.
Right, and you guys begin walking up the path towards the fishing spot.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Right, and yeah, you guys head out here and begin fishing. Go ahead and give me a fishing roll, which will be your dexterity, we'll say. Go ahead and give me a roll for you and a roll for her.
Do you almost want to do animal handling instead? Do you think that would be better?
No, animal handling would be like...
I know typically whenever you're directly doing it, but just putting something out there.
Yeah, nah. Well, we'll do dex because that makes the most sense. So go ahead and give me a dex roll for you and a dex roll for Justine.
For me, didn't catch shit.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, yours is bad. But we'll get there.
She caught something.
Okay. Yeah, and so as you begin setting this up, you begin to realize that it's been so long since you've done anything like this that you're having trouble
Yeah.
even getting your rods set up. As you see, uh, she's already got a nibble on the line as she begins to reel in a fish.
All right. Look at you.
And she says, yeah, I used to fish when I was younger, but kind of didn't really have time for it once I got out of school.
Yeah. How long were you in school? I imagine it took quite some time to get the degrees needed to be in your position.
Well, oh, she was talking about like out of high school, because when she got into the medical school.
Oh. You ever think about those days, high school? Seems like so far away now, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely right about that. Go ahead and give me another fishing roll for the two of you.
All right. Aha! Tables have turned.
Right, and on the second one you're throwing out there, and it's a lot of time passes where nothing's really happening. Eventually, you do get a small nibble, and you reel it in, and you get a small fish. Definitely a lot smaller than the one that she pulled in, but still a pretty good fish.
All right.
Okay, go ahead, and if there's anything you want to sort of talk about between sort of the fishing rolls, you can kind of talk about what you want.
Yeah. So how you holding up? I know we didn't get to have much of a one-on-one whenever Maya was over there. It's got to be tough having your whole world turned upside down in a matter of minutes. So, doing all right. I know it's probably tough being stuffed up there in that lab you got all the time.
Well, I suppose it could be worse. At least we seem to have a pretty competent group that isn't at each other's throats.
That is a bonus. Yeah, can't say, can wish more for anything than that. But I botched that up so bad. Holy shit! I don't know why I just stuttered so much. But
Give me a charisma roll at disadvantage.
oh, yeah. Like anything else you got on your mind? I mean, is there anything that's been kind of ailing you, if that makes sense, or no?
It's... I'll be honest, it's just nice to be out of the shack for a bit.
Well, I can totally understand that. If you ever need to get out more, just let me know. I mean, we can take you on a supply run or something. It's just, and I'll be completely honest with you, I view you as probably one of the more important people in the group based on obviously your knowledge in the medical field and you doing this research on all the zombies. You kind of give us a leg up on the situation that we're in, so I want to keep you safeguarded as much as, obviously I want to keep everybody safe, but I play it a little bit safer with you because of what you do.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not a damsel. I can take care of myself as much as the rest.
I do know that, but I would like to avoid needlessly putting you in harm's way.
And go ahead and give me a fishing roll for both of you, a flat roll with no modifiers from you, and give me a charisma roll from you.
Okay, so I'm just doing, I don't even get my +5?
So okay, so
no, I still would for flat roll. No.
Do the fishing roll first. So go ahead and roll fishing for both of you.
Ooh.
I'm asking for 4 rolls. Okay, a 13 for you, 18 for her. Okay, and now give me a flat roll of just a 20. So no modifier. 19, okay.
Yeah.
Now give me a charisma roll from you.
Alright.
Okay. And as you guys begin to cast out once again, this time you both catch something. And as you guys begin to reel it in, you both hold up the fish you caught, and you see that hers is significantly bigger than the one that you caught. And she goes, I guess I've won this time.
Yeah, believe it or not, I used to fish a lot more, but been a little preoccupied with things now.
A bit
Seems
rusty,
I've lost
huh?
my touch a bit. We'll have to come out here and do this more often.
Well, I'd look forward to that. And she begins to talk to you about her research that she's been conducting. As the time begins to go on, if you would, go ahead and update her information and go from proficiency in medicine to expertise in medicine.
Hey.
So on any kind of medicine roll, she will now receive a +6. plus whatever her intelligence modifier is.
Perfect. So instead, she'll get a +3, you said, or a +6 now.
So, okay, so expertise is proficiency times 2. Proficiency is
Bet.
3, so so basically her skill modifier is a 6 plus her intelligence.
Bet.
So I believe her intelligence is like a +2 or 3, something like that.
Her intelligence is at 18.
Okay, so +4. So yeah, she'll get a
It's
+10. +10 on mental
Damn.
skills.
Damn.
As you guys begin to hear a couple zombies approach, go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm at 21. Hers is a
Okay.
5. Yikes.
A 9, and I'm saying that that's just the entire group.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go first, then the zombies go, then she goes.
Cool.
No, if you'd like to open it up.
Let's see.
I was waiting for you to call for the objection just to fuck with me.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't do anything like that because it's only per session. I don't want to use it that quick.
Well, it also wouldn't work on zombies, which is why I was saying
Yeah.
just to fuck with me. But yeah, go ahead and give me your opening.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just go to distract the zombies right here. Distract the group of these 3 and try to get this one on its own. I am going to take my golf club, and I imagine there's like rocks around me.
Yeah, you're on a shoreline of a river, so yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to hit the rock kind of just over here, trying to make noise so that way, like
Okay.
hit it into the tree so that way it just kind of lures those 3 zombies away.
Okay, can you ping around what direction? Like
Over here.
more up here
Like,
or
hit it
down?
over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay,
Just to get the zombies away so I can just get this one on its own.
okay, I would say, unless this is a signature thing that you're doing, I would say make an athletics roll.
Athletics, you think, for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Nine.
9. You hit the rock, but it kind of just stumbles like over to like here-ish.
Does it work?
It seems to. Well, is there anything else that you want to do? It seems that it may have caught like this zombie's attention, but that may be it.
No, that's about it. I mean, no point doing anything else. I'm not gonna open fire. I don't want to bring more zombies in.
Right, and so this zombie begins to make its way to you, and it will go in for a hit with a 6 and miss. This zombie is barely able to make it to you. This zombie just kind of stumbles over. Okay, so 2 of them can hit you. This is the one above you. 17. Your AC is 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will take 8 damage from that.
Cool.
And the one below you will miss.
Cool.
Okay, Justine's go.
Let's see here. What I will have Justine do. Her thing is dexterity. We will have her. Got a knife on her. I'm debating if I want to just hit a throwing knife on it. What I'm gonna have her do, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just have her shoot this zombie
She's gonna shoot it?
in the face. Well, I'm trying to think if I want her to shoot. No, she's gonna throw the knife at it. She's gonna hit a throwing knife.
Okay, now keep in mind, she does not have throwing knives, she has a knife. So whenever you throw that, she will no longer have a melee weapon.
Yeah, I know. I plan on just giving her the golf club if I need it and just stabbing the other ones.
Okay.
Or
Then,
vice versa.
then give me a dex roll for her throwing her knife.
16.
16, and you said it was the top one?
Yeah.
And yeah, it goes cleanly into the side of its head, scrapes it, and it falls over dead with the knife lodged in the side of its head.
Well, since she killed it, her after move will be going to pick that up.
Okay. It is top of the turn, so your move.
Then what I'm going to go ahead and do is go to just finish this one off. I'm just going to take the 7 iron and just drive it into the back of its head just to kill the zombie.
Right, go ahead and add a +1 because she is sort of threatening it by it surrounded on 2 sides.
Oh, that gives me +2 then.
Your strength is only +1?
Yeah, it's 12.
Okay, a 9. Yeah, so you kind of hit it a bit, but it just kind of like stumbles as it was sort of distracted looking at her, and so now it sort of turns around towards you, seeing you as a bigger threat now.
Cool.
Okay, the zombie in the middle missed, zombie above you definitely missed, and the one below you also definitely missed. Back to Justine.
Since this one's distracted by me, she's just gonna go to stab it in the back of the head.
And be sure to add the +1 for distraction.
Yeah, it just makes hers a -1 then. Oh wait, does it? What's her? No, her strength is 7, so yeah, it's just a -1. Actually, wait. She'd have to be at minus. She'd have to be a 6 to get minus.
A 7 is
No.
also -2 because it's every even number it changes.
Well, she didn't do shit.
So yeah, she we'll say that she takes the turn sort of picking the knife out of the zombie's skull, and so she just didn't go for the attack, at least not in any way that matters.
It was lodged in there tougher than she thought.
Right? Okay, back to you.
All right, then I'll just go for the kill on that one. Stab the one that's facing me, stabbing in the head since it's already weak.
Okay, add your +1 because it's threatened.
15.
Yeah, so with its already slight hit, it is taken out.
Cool.
Okay, next will be the top zombie now. 12, that misses you. Another 12, also missed. Got lucky with that 13 in armor.
Alright, then what I am gonna do... Actually, no, it's Justine. She will... Fuck it. Another throwing knife. That
Sure.
Zombie. 10.
Yeah, so seeing as she did pretty good with her first, though, she goes in for another one, and this one just kind of gets lodged like in like its side of its chin, not doing any lethal damage, but still hurting it a decent bit.
Okay. Then what I am gonna do is move in to stab that same zombie in the face, and as I stab him in the face, I am going to rip out the knife that she did. Does that make sense?
Sorry, repeat that.
I'm gonna go stab the zombie that she just threw the knife at, where the knife's in the chin. I'm gonna stab that one in the head, and as I stab him in the head, I'm gonna take obviously both knives out.
Okay, sure.
11.
Yeah, so with its already slight injury, you do manage to finish it off. As you take your knife, you pull it out, and you grab hers, and you sort of lightly toss it back to her, and she now has her knife back.
Ooh.
And we'll say that was just like a bonus action kind of thing, was you returning it.
Mhm.
Right, but this zombie, he goes in for a mean swing on you. As it seems to hit you right where you were still bruised up from yesterday a little bit. Yeah, you were back at full health, but you know, you were still a bit bruised and weakened. And it seems to hit you right in the right spot. Go ahead and take 26 damage.
Jesus fuck. Alright. I'm gonna take the golf club now and bash its fucking head in.
It's Justine's go.
Oh yeah, it is. Fuck it. Another throwing knife from Justine. She didn't give fucking shit.
And so as she begins to ready her knife for another throw, it's still kind of covered in blood and stuff, and so she kind of loses her grip on it, and so she doesn't. As she throws it, it kind of just lands over into the ground over here.
Alright, then I am just gonna beat it the absolute fucking shit out of the zombie with the golf club.
Sure, yeah.
I got 15.
Yeah, you swing back and just knock its head clean off.
Alright.
Alright, the encounter is resolved.
Bet. Of course, I had to get a fucking 20.
Yes,
such a-
but noticing your injury, Justine will come over and make a medicine roll. Make a medicine roll with Justine.
Bet.
Sometimes it pays to have the doctor with you.
25.
25, yeah, so that will... That easily restores all the damage that you received.
Let's go.
As she takes out the bandages that you had prepared and sort of wraps them and sort of preps you. And you seem to have fully recovered using the first aid that she's given you.
Let's go. Alright, then. Is that end of encounter or
That's
what?
the end of the encounter.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do before heading back?
And so, well, do you want to keep fishing after that, or do you want to head back to camp?
It might be best for us to head back. Where there's one, there's many. And where there's four,
Fair
there's potentially a horde. So
Fair
it might be
enough.
best to leave.
Suppose I can't rely on your bedside manner for too long. Let's go ahead and head back.
Right, and you guys begin walking down the trail. And you do see another zombie kind of just on the side of the trail.
Okay. I'm gonna say, hold up. I'm gonna take the golf club. I'm gonna hit a rock just deeper to get him off the fucking trail.
Alright, go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
17.
Right, and as you hit a rock over there, you do see the zombie begin to sort of, because it hadn't noticed you guys, it begins to stumble off into the woods. Give me a perception roll. From you.
Yeah. Hey, 20.
20. And
Let's go.
from the woods, you begin to hear someone moving around out in this sort of tree line.
Mm-hmm.
And it's with your almost heightened senses, you are able to pick out that it is definitely a person, not a zombie, that seems to be stalking you. And whenever you knocked the rock over there, it seemed to have... Maybe they thought that maybe they were kind of revealed, and so now they're kind of moving around to sort of get a better hiding spot. But you are able to quickly pick out that they are over here.
Okay. What I'm gonna do then, I'm gonna let Justine know that we're being watched. Be careful, like be ready. I'm gonna see if I can either get that person, it might be another psycho, to either come at me and I'll handle him, or if I can draw them off our tracks. I don't necessarily want them being able to follow us back to camp on the off chance that they don't know where we're at.
Okay, so which of those are you doing?
No, I'm telling Justine that just to be ready, but I'm gonna hit another golf shot and I'm gonna hit it right where it's fucking at. Try to hit him right in the square in the fucking eyes with that fucking shit.
Okay, well, you can't see the person. You just know that they're in the area, unless you're talking about hitting the zombie.
I'm gonna hit. What I'll do then is I'll hit the rock where I know where the guy's at. So I know he's up behind this tree, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit the fucking tree with the rock.
Okay, sure. Give me a roll for the hitting the rock.
8.
Yeah, you just kind of hit it, and it kind of just peters out over here. That rock was kind of odd shaped, and you're not really able to get the clean shot you were looking for.
Okay, but it's still generally near the guy, so you might still think I know where he's at.
And the zombie sort of heads more in that direction of the new rock.
And the guy hasn't moved, to my knowledge.
No.
I'm gonna do it again. Fuck it, I'm getting some range time in right now. 18.
Right, and you land it, and it bounces straight off the tree, and the zombie begins heading towards the tree.
Ooh. Now I watch and see what happens.
And you see as someone begins attacking the zombie. Is there any action that you want to take right now before their initiative actually begins? We'll say this is environment turn.
So he's distracted by the zombie, right?
Yes, he's dealing with the zombie.
I'm gonna say me and Justine are gonna take the opportunity to sneak up on him.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, and use whoever has the lowest stealth since you guys are going as a group. Since obviously it would only take one person being loud to reveal the group.
14.
14, yes, you guys sneak out here through the bush line, and the guy is unaware of what is happening.
Cool. Alright. Are they fighting each other?
And, yeah, the guy quickly deals with the zombie.
Okay. What does he start doing?
And from this angle, you can actually clearly see him now, as you see that he's sort of scanning the walking trail to where you were, trying to sort of pick out where you were.
So is he moving up to look for like footprints, or is he staying there?
So the 14 was your stealth, correct?
Yeah.
He's going to make a perception roll, and if his perception beats your stealth is broken. If his is lower, then you remain in stealth.
Cool.
Yeah, no, he's completely unable to look at anything. He actually got some of the zombie's blood in his eye, and so he can't really see anything right now.
Doesn't that mean that he's going to be infected?
Not necessarily. It's not like
the
in his
blood?
eye, like in his eyeball. It's more of like it's like up by his eye, where he's having to sort of like wipe it away so it doesn't drip into his eye.
Good continuity save? Sharp thinking. Okay. But he
Basically,
hasn't
just his
moved
vision
from right
is
there?
obscured.
He didn't move from right here. He just from right there.
He is still hiding there, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna sneak up behind him.
All right, and we'll just
stay right here, and I'm gonna give her the AR and say, use this to defend yourself. Do not like if you feel threatened, fucking shoot. Like don't.
So you're sneaking up, she's staying put.
Yeah, but I'm giving her the AR and just taking my handgun.
Okay. Right, and you're able to get up as close as you want because he got a 1. So there is no
behind him.
Okay, so you get up where you're like right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm doing like I did his friend. He's getting put in a fucking guillotine.
All right, yeah, and you get him into submission. Give me, or you attempt to. Give me a athletics roll at advantage.
Cool.
Because his vision is still obscured, so he's still having to deal with that.
Damn, got a fucking 9.
You get him to the ground, but he is still kind of trying to wiggle free right now. But you do have him down for right now.
Okay. Then what I go to do, I have the golf club, is I'm gonna fucking take a golf swing right at his fucking jaw and knock him out.
Okay, give me a athletics roll.
17?
17, yeah, you get a clean hit on him. And it seems to sort of pacify him.
Alright. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to drag him. Is this river going downstream towards the river for our camp?
Yes, this connects to the one by the camp.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I wonder. I'm debating on 2 things. Do I want to send a message and just slit his throat and hang him on the fucking tree so that way they see him if they pull up? Or do I be deceptive and head back towards... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I knocked him out. So he's completely unconscious.
With a 17, if that's what you want, yes. Whether
Cool.
would you like him to be unconscious or just sort of pacified, where like he's like all drowsy and can't really fight back?
No, I want him completely unconscious.
Okay, then he is unconscious.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take him, and you don't have to necessarily switch scenes, but I'm going to just move him either just away to where he's not knocked out in the same spot to where you'd recognize it, but just somewhere a little bit different. Not to do anything crazy, but I just don't want him to... let's just say I take him and throw him in the fucking bushes over there. You want to make sure you mark what time you're doing this at, so that way
I ended the recording and I started a new one, so that way I have
Okay.
a breakpoint.
But
Okay, so the new one is going. Isn't it amazing already having things pre-prepared and extras? Just in case. It's nice, we can actually change scenes to new things.
True.
Okay, we're cutting back in now. Right, so you drag him out to the woods where he's in a potentially unfamiliar spot to him.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw him in, I guess we'll just say, this pile of bushes, and then I'll just head back to camp. Being careful to not leave any, like, trails or anything like that that would make him aware of where we're at.
Okay, yeah, so you sort of ditch him on just these little... There are minor trails, but these are mostly for, like, people setting up, like, little camps and stuff while they're out in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, you guys move back to the trail. Yeah, if I'd have known that's all you were gonna do, I wouldn't have been bothered.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I was saying, but I'm not doing anything crazy.
And, yeah, you guys move down the trail and head back to the shack.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Can I kill him instead over there? Can we just say that I just killed him and threw him in the bush?
Sure.
Let me tell you why I'm doing that. I'm doing it in hopes that his psycho friends will find him and think that, oh, he must have been close to them and then died. So that way they'll search this area thinking that we're somewhere there, not where we're actually at.
Right, and you kill him. Is there any specific way you want to do this?
I'm just stabbing. I'll do it like Marshall. I'll just quick death. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy.
Okay, yeah, so you just do a quick stab and leave him for dead. And you see, as you begin to walk away, Justine actually walks over and begins searching him for anything. Where she does find a knife and a syringe.
Does the syringe have anything in it?
And she begins to examine it. Have her do a intelligence roll. Have her make a medicine roll on if she can identify it.
19.
Yeah, so she's able to quickly identify that this is actually used for tranquilizing people. She said it's usually used for like whenever people are going into like surgeries and stuff. She said that it's likely that he was going to try to abduct one or both of you guys. But she can repurpose it for any kind of medical treatment that is more serious back at camp now.
Perfect. Sounds good. I'm glad we were able to get the drop on him and not the other way around.
Alright, and you guys begin to head back to the Ranger's shack. Okay, I'm just gonna move people around to where they've sort of shifted to. Okay, yeah, and you and Justine come back with all the fresh fish that you've caught.
All right. Cool. As we're walking back, I'll just say, Maya, how's guard duty going? Anything you seen or no?
And she said, "Oh, not too much. There was a stray zombie or two, but that wasn't anything really of note."
It's all right. Well, keep your eyes peeled, cause and then just kind of tell her the situation that happened with me. And what I'll do is actually I'll do this instead. I'll still tell her that and be like, as a matter of fact, go ahead and come on into the shack. I'm gonna call everybody in right now and kind of let them know, so that way they can be, a little bit more careful about what they're doing. So I'll call everybody into the shack real quick.
Okay, so we'll say that you and Justine sort of split up to sort of inform people, and within a couple minutes, you guys all have sort of gathered at the shack. I'm not gonna move all the tokens just because the shack is small. Or we'll say that you're having your meeting like right outside of it.
Cool. Then yeah, I'll just let everybody know. But hey, we all need to be careful because as me and Justine were coming back from the fishing spot, we came across one of those psychos, and it looks like they have tranquilizer that they're trying to use to potentially abduct some of us. Lord knows what would have happened if we didn't find him before he found us. But we dumped the body. He's not going to be a threat to us anymore. We dumped him somewhere to kind of throw him off our trail, but they're still out there, and it looks like what they're trying to do is abduct one of us. That way, who knows, they can force our hand into doing something. But just make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled on guard duty anytime you're out around the park, because the last thing we need is somebody getting captured.
Right, and Tommy brings up that it may not be a bad idea to sort of double down on guard duty, so that way it's not just one person in case they get the drop on them.
I agree. I think that would be a really good decision. What we'll do now is we'll just have a couple people on guard duty now, so that way we can really make sure all ends are covered, because the last thing we need, like I said, is somebody getting taken.
Okay, is there anything else you want to discuss while you have everyone together?
Well, so Tommy, did you guys find anything whenever you guys were out in the park?
He said, "Yeah, we found a bit." As you see that there's sort of a drying rack like right here with the sort of animals. That way you guys can sort of prepare them.
Okay, perfect. We got some fish over here too, so we got dinner for tonight and next couple nights. How's everybody holding up? I know I've talked to a lot of you guys individually, and we've had a couple group conversations, but how's everybody feeling? I know that Joe would appreciate if Iggy would keep his nose out of his cigars, but outside of that, is there any other issues that we think we need to know about? Speak your mind now, because if we don't communicate, then this group will all fall apart. If you have any type of wishes or any recommendations or something you want to be heard, something that's on your mind, let us know. No matter how new you are, because I know Maya and Braxton, you guys are new here, but any opinions you have, make sure you voice them.
Right, and you see that everything seems to be relatively stable right now. Supply is looking good. You guys are getting fresh food for tonight, so you guys aren't even digging into your food supplies. Fuel is a bit iffy, so a couple people raised that it might be a good idea to send some people out for potential like fuel siphoning. There are some vehicles abandoned out in the woods, sort of on like the roads as people were trying to flee the city, so it might be worth sort of gathering up some cans, heading out and siphoning off of them.
Yeah, I would agree. Greg and Braxton, how do you guys feel about taking on that task? I mean, I know that there's a vehicle where I was attacked the other day. If you're not comfortable going to that spot, I can obviously do it, but if you guys feel comfortable enough, take whatever you need, and then you guys can siphon whatever fuel you can just on that road, just to get us over for the time being, and then we can send a more proper team out to go through and do more of a proper run instead.
Right, and Julia actually volunteers to join them to go out, and she'll actually prepare and plan like a good route for them to sort of scout the roads for abandoned vehicles.
Perfect. And I'm saying it wouldn't be a bad idea too whenever you're out there, obviously keep your eyes peeled, but I know you had some areas on your map where you thought potentially these psychos that we're dealing with might be holding out. Obviously don't get too close to where you might risk getting spotted, but if you're able to do any type of recon, perfect. But make the main priority obviously getting the fuel, but just keep your eyes peeled, because again, they're running around with tranquilizer, so.
Right, and they're talking about they'll go do the scavenge run. 'Cause we'll say you spent a good couple hours out there, so it's about 2 in the afternoon right now. So they're talking about going to do the scouting run today, and then actually like establishing like a good scavenging run for that maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Even better, just be back before dark. And if anything happens, and you feel like anything's about to happen, radio. Over communicate. Don't feel like you're going to be a burden. If you're not sure of something, communicate and let somebody know, so we can either send somebody out there, or at least we know what your last whereabouts are if something were to happen to you.
Right, and they all hop into they're going to use Iggy's sedan, so that way the Jeep is still here as a sort of defensive point.
Mm-hmm.
They all hop in Iggy's vehicle, and they begin to they all head into the shack to sort of prepare a pack to head out for that. Okay, so they are no longer sort of in the sort of group discussion. Is there anything else you'd like to sort of go over while they're doing their prep?
I'd say besides from fuel, is there anything else that you guys got on your minds?
And Iggy says, well, I mean, we could use some more entertainment. I know things are getting kind of drab around here.
Well, we got you. You're the most entertaining out of all of us, aren't you? You're the one keeping everybody entertained out here.
Well, my word only goes so far. I can only do so much. I'm but one man.
Yeah, well, it seems like you seem to be everywhere, especially sticking your nose in Joe's cigars over there, huh?
And Alexa goes, thank God there's only one of you.
Fair enough. All right, well, what do you got in mind? What are you looking for?
He said, I don't know, like some card games or board games or just something to pass the time while we're not doing anything.
All right, well, what we'll do whenever we're out and about, we'll keep an eye on it, something like that to kind of boost morale for the group, but do your best to hold out until then. You're a creative guy, Iggy. I'm sure you can find some way to keep yourself entertained.
Okay, and that seems to be all that people are wanting to raise as a group for right now.
Okay.
So unless there's something else that you would like to bring up, we'll sort of have them all scatter back.
No, I think I'm good. What I will bring up too is it might not be a bad idea that we radio our friends that we made every once in a while, just to make sure that they're doing all right and just kind of keep communication with them. Whoever wants to do that at any point, obviously go right ahead, and then I'll leave them the radio frequency. And just doesn't have to be daily, but every couple days, just reaching out, making sure that they're all good, and seeing if there's anything we can do to help, or if we end up needing anything, seeing if they can offer a helping hand.
Right, and Tommy says that he'll do it as he goes inside to get on the actual like proper radio set instead of just using like the walkies.
Like, all right, perfect. Well, everybody just try to keep their head about him and try not to kill Iggy, as though he is super entertaining. We do need him for the time being, because obviously without these card games, he's all we got. So
yeah, as you see everyone begin to sort of go about their business.
Cool.
Okay, this is now sort of your free time. You can choose to interact with people. Interacting with people might sort of raise things, kind of like how Justine went from proficient to expertise in medicine. Hanging out with them, you may just get some conversation, but there may be something more that develops. So this is sort of your free time to sort of do as you please.
Is there anything around the camp that looks like it could be like bolstered up, or like, I don't know, maintained? Anything like that?
In regard to what?
Like just general camp upkeep. Is there stuff that's like getting worn down from us living here more permanent stuff? Like just anything like that? Is there any like sort of improvement or maintenance I can do on the camp? Or is everything kind of already tended to because we got so many people?
Yeah, it's for the most part things are already kind of done. I mean, like you could go like chop like some wood to like for the fires and like that kind of stuff, but other than that, not really.
Okay. First thing I'll do is head over to my so did you see our friend out there or no? The zombie, the friendly zombie.
Oh, she says no, not really. She said though, whenever Iggy was bringing up entertainment, that did remind me of something. There is a drive-in theater nearby. We could go over and Take out the movie projector.
Might not be a bad idea. We could definitely use it, especially with Braxton and Greg being such big movie buffs. Although Greg tries to give the impression that he's not, but I can tell that he's definitely more into it than he leads on. How far away do you think? How far away is it?
Maybe it's on the other. It's on the because right now you guys are a bit east of Prenton. She says that it's out on the east side.
Well, okay.
She said so. It's a bit of a trip. If you go around the city, if you cut through the city, it'll save you a long time, but it's a lot more risky. So she said maybe it's just food for thought for later.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to be a today project, but it's something that I definitely want to put on the priority list, because obviously we need as much morale as we can get here, but not too much entertainment to where we get distracted from what we need to do, but something to just kind of, provide an escape from all this for as brief of an escape as you can get.
Right.
Other than that, how's nothing on guard? Just a few zombies. Nothing that you've noticed, like you said.
Yeah, nothing particular.
How are you acclimating to the group? I know you're the new girl on the block.
She said it seems like a pretty nice group. Everyone seems to be pretty kind.
You seem to be getting along with Justine quite well.
Yeah, I was helping her with some of her research. And it was mostly just organizing things for her.
Fair enough. Not many people that are quite on her wavelength in terms of intelligence, as she is, a residential biologist, so don't expect to be able to keep up with her in that regard.
Yeah, but what can I say? She's my favorite egghead. Not just book smart, but street smart too.
Evidently, just don't throw her a knife or she'll drop it. Found that out the hard way.
She said, well, that takes some talent.
Yeah.
A bit of practice too.
From our throwing knife expert, doesn't it? Maybe you'll have to show her a thing or two on it.
Maybe.
Alright. Let me know if you ever need anything. Don't be shy.
Oh, well, you know where I'll be.
I'm gonna go talk to Joe.
Alright, you go head over to Joe and you see that he seemed to just be looking at another magazine. And it looks like it was probably one that he just stole on the way out of Prenton.
Fair enough. Alright, Joe, don't say I never did anything for you now, Joe. Went ahead and let Iggy know in front of everybody, keep his nose out of your cigars.
And he said, yeah, well, we'll see how far that goes.
Yeah, well, might not be the worst idea to scare him straight a little bit. Don't hurt the man, but we all know you got a little bit of edge to you. Don't be afraid to show it to him to keep those cigars lit.
Oh, you look like you could you need to take the edge off. As he begins to hold up a bottle, and he said, well,
you know what, I'll take you up on that. What are you drinking?
He said, oh, it's just some whiskey.
Nothing like that, put a little bit of hair in your chest.
He said, just my thought. As he begins to pour 2 glasses.
There we go.
He then hands you both, he then puts both glasses in front of you and just drinks the bottle.
Generosity knows no bounds, Joe. I appreciate it. I'll drink them with him then.
Right, and some time passes as you and Joe just sit there and drink for a while. There's not too many words said, but you guys have a good time. As a few hours pass and you see the scouting team return.
Perfect. I'm gonna go link up with them.
All right, and you go check on them.
How'd it go?
Julia immediately goes, well, we did go ahead and stop and fill up the vehicle that we were in, and we went ahead and filled up a can, but it seems like there's still a good bit left to get.
Okay, perfect. We'll have to make sure that we get out there. Obviously tomorrow I know you guys are going to do that, but I trust you guys to be able to handle everything. We didn't have any run-ins with our resident psychopaths, have we?
Nope. At least not that we knew of.
Fair enough. Well, all right. I'm
And-
assuming it's around dinner time.
Yeah, the day's about to
Okay.
wrap up, and
Go
Braxton
ahead and get washed up.
Braxton goes, "Yeah, it actually wasn't nearly as barren as I thought it would be. Thankfully, we didn't have to fight."
Exactly right. It's always nice, especially whenever you don't get attacked in the dead of night by a bunch of gray-looking psycho people. It's a lot better whenever you can just go about your business uninterrupted.
Right, and Greg sort of interjects. He goes, "You're still upset about that, huh?"
Yeah, I am. Pissed off.
And
It's
Julia
annoying.
and Julia goes, "Well, regardless, this should keep the generators running for a while."
That's true. Like, oh, and by the way, to my two movie buffs that we have over here, Maya brought up a good point that there was the drive-in theater that wasn't too far away. It wasn't very close, but it wasn't horribly far away to where we might be able to go get the movie projector, and that might handle our entertainment issue to where we can watch some movies in here.
And you see Braxton sort of light up. He goes, "Hey, I'm setting up a movie projector. Yeah, just set that, because we'll say the back side of the RV. Like, it has a window, but that's really," he said, "yeah, we can set it up on the back side of the camper."
Yeah, 100%. Now, it's not something that's going to be, it's not top priority right now because we want to make sure, above all else, that everything here is good. But it's definitely something I want to get done. Potentially, I may have Braxton and potentially you, Maya, as well. You guys may end up, if you're up to it, taking an extra person, getting out there and taking care of it. It'll either be myself or whoever you feel like you want to bring. But that won't be till for a little bit. We still have some other pressing needs we need to take care of first.
Right, and Braxton seems ecstatic about it.
Perfect.
As Julia says that she's going to go ahead and go inside and go ahead and update her map with all the sort of areas that have already been cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And begin
Perfect,
prepping a different map for tomorrow.
Cool. So everybody go ahead and get washed up. So we're about to get dinner ready.
Right, and Braxton goes ahead and moves the vehicle back where it's sort of prepped. And Greg takes off the fuel can to go put it into storage.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do before ending the day? Because we'll sort of have like the dinner section, and then it will end the day.
Yeah, I'll go check in on Iggy because I don't want to double check in on Alexa again because I know she is not. She's standoffish, but not like as like a bitchy way. She just enjoys her alone time, so I don't want to bother her. So I'll just go double check up on Iggy.
Right, and you see Iggy sort of over by the campfire. It's not lit right now, but he's just sort of hanging out in that area.
Mm-hmm.
As you sort of sit down on another bit of the log over by him, and he goes, "So, what's the news, boss?"
I was hoping you could tell me what's going on.
He said, "Oh, I've just been, watching the stream."
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I don't know if you overheard what I was saying to Greg and everybody over there, but Maya brought up a good point that there was that drive-in movie theater that was on the east side that we used to go to in high school a lot of the time. And the projector might still be there to where we could potentially go and take it and bring it here to be able to watch some movies, and that would help solve your entertainment problem. So that way, although your award-winning performances are not unappreciated, you might be able to get a long reprieve from your duties, to that way you can now enjoy cinema instead of being a part of it.
Damn, you mean that place out on East End's still open? And we haven't been there in years.
According to Maya, I don't know if it was still open. She didn't mention that, but it's still there to where we might be able to make use of that projector.
Well, I mean, having some entertainment is definitely a morale booster.
Definitely would be, although I can't have you getting down like how you used to at the drive-in movie theaters with everybody in the camp, but I'm sure you can still find a way to have a good time.
He said, "Whoa, and we don't talk about that."
Well,
Thought we
Yeah,
said we would
well-
just leave that one to rest.
I tried to tell you that too, but you said you like the big ones. Tried to warn you. It's all the same in the dark is what you told me. But yeah, we'll leave it here. I'll leave it right there, brother. But other than that, I just wanted to keep you posted. Again, if you need anything, let me know.
Right, and everyone then sits down and eats a good meal. I don't believe anyone is hurt right now, so you don't need to worry about that. But everyone enjoys a long rest as we move to day 18.
Hey. Since it's an even number, does that mean that I get to get an extra boost now, or no? Just like the skills.
Ah.
I think that is a no. Damn it.
What, do you think I was actually going to say yes to that?
No, not at all. But I was expecting a witty comeback.
Okay, and as you
Fuck did Iggy go?
So as the day begins, Iggy's not in the RV, and you head out and you see that everyone else is just as confused as you are, as he's nowhere to be found. And it seems like this group over here is discussing something.
Because I brought up the big girl thing? Damn.
Yeah. Hey, he said it was a bad time, man. Sensitive. Okay, and as you make your way over here, Tommy immediately turns to you and he goes, "You didn't see Iggy, did you?"
Well, I was coming to ask you the same thing. Last I saw from him, aside from dinner, was talking to him by the campfire over there.
And then Alexa interjects and goes, "Yeah, we haven't seen him, but we've seen this." And as you look over here, you see that it looks like the wires have been cut, and there's plenty of tracks.
All right. Well, we only got one thing left to do, right? Seems we all know what happens next. Me insinuating that we gotta follow him. All right. Well, let's get a team together, and we gotta go find him. Obviously, I mean, Tommy, me, and you will head out there. I mean, we've known him right where we can't just leave him.
Right, and so the idea here is that you'll have to set up a small team because obviously you'll still need to sort of have people on watch while you guys are gone, just in case something happens. So I'll let you go ahead and organize a team of your choice.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it's gonna be me and Tommy.
Okay.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to Joe and be like, Joe, sure you heard about the Iggy news?
And he says, "What Iggy news?"
He's gone missing from camp, and the traps that we set up have been cut. That would have alarmed us if anybody came in. And there's footprints potentially leading to where he's been taken or where he went. Now, I know Iggy's not your favorite, but I did want to provide you with the opportunity to have something to hold over his head the next time he tries to bother you for cigarettes. Or not cigarettes, for your cigars. That, and hopefully this way he'll never go after him again because you stuck your neck out and did a favor for him. Now, I don't expect you to go there because I know that he's obviously been kind of a thorn in your side. Not that I say that you hate him or anything like that, but he's been like an annoying little brother. But me and Tommy are heading out. We could use your expertise.
Well, you need me, I guess I'll go.
All right.
Okay, Joe has doing your team. I'll say that you can grab one more person to add to your team. Unless you want to just roll as a team of 3.
Let's see here. I am... It is a solid-ass fucking team. We're just going to go with 3. I'm going to tell everybody else, keep radios on, keep everything protected. But I will ask before anything else, is there anybody else that is wanting to go on this, or do you want... Or otherwise it'll just be us through that rollout? Is there anybody else that is needing to go for whatever reason, or if they have any sort of thing that they want to do while we're out?
Right, and it seems as though the team that's remaining is that basically they're each going to watch a point except for Maya and Greg, who are going to watch the main entrance, since it's the most obvious. Or actually, Greg is going to come over and watch this entrance once you guys leave.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, if they got everything covered, then we'll just roll out as a team of 3, so that way all ends are covered.
Okay. So you guys begin heading
As
out.
I'm walking out, though, I will say one thing. I'll say, Julia, let John and all of them know what's going on, so that way they know to, one, be careful on their end about the situation, in case they're anywhere near here, and just let them know that this group of people is what they're doing, and let them know what we're up to, because we may be calling them for help.
Right. Julia says that she'll take care of it, and Julia will sort of act as our sort of stand-in leader for the groups that's staying.
Cool. Sounds good.
Hey, yeah, and you guys begin to head out through the woods.
All right.
Yeah, this is just going to be our stand-in for the woods, non-specific. You're not actually on this map, but you guys are just out in the woods.
Got it.
Right, and you guys begin following the trail. Go ahead and give me, whoever has the highest survival skill, have them make a survival roll. Honestly, I feel like that could go either way between Tommy and Joe.
Survival is wisdom, correct?
It is wisdom, and I believe they're both proficient in survival.
Then Joe. So it's actually going to be Tommy. Tommy's proficient in stealth, but he has a 20. Where Joe is a 16 in wisdom with his survival bonus puts him at 19. So Tommy is just one ahead of him. So
Wait,
we're
what
rolling
is
with
it?
Tommy. Because survival is
So
put
Tommy's
down as
Tommy's a
wisdom.
20, so he has a +5.
Yes.
Joe is a 16.
Or actually, no, since
That's
he's
+3,
16,
so
he
that
has
means that it's Joe
+3.
because he has a
It is Joe.
21.
He has +6. That is true.
Or well,
So
he
yes,
has
we'll
he has
do
a +6.
Yeah, we'll do Joe. Never mind. Rolled a 12.
Yeah, and so you guys have trouble sort of following the tracks, but you do manage to follow them for long enough for them to become more obvious. In case you were wondering, the check for that was 11, so barely squeezed by with
There we
that.
go, Joe.
And
Good
you
Joe.
guys, let me go and grab these token icons.
Alright, this is one of the areas that Julia mentioned.
And you guys stumble upon a big cellar entrance. Give me a perception roll based on whoever has the best perception.
That is going to be Tommy because it's just 1 plus 5. 17.
17. Yeah, and Tommy says, "We're not alone, heads up," as he sort of signals to you certain directions as you noticed, and you're barely able to pick up what he's sort of signaling to you and Joe, that there are two people sort of watching, one from over here in the bushes and one out here in the tree line.
And they know that we're there, that they are looking at us.
Yes, most likely.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I'm imagining we're all coming in equipped with signature weapons, if you will.
Yeah, your standard
Joe's
weapons.
got his sawed off, and I got M4 in the hand.
Yes. Yes, you guys have your standard combat kits.
Cool. I'm gonna say, well, we figured that they know that we'd be here, so what the hell is the point in being quiet at this point? Let's take them out.
Alright, roll initiative.
Initiative, I got 15. Two. You got a 1, I guess, is what that would be, because it's a crit fail, no? Or that doesn't happen on initiative.
It does not happen for initiative rolls.
And then Joe has a +2 as well. 16. So 15, 3, 16.
16 is Tommy.
16 is Joe.
Okay. Then I just had those mixed.
So it'd be Joe, me, Tommy.
Okay. That 10 and a 10.
Cool. So me and Joe will go, and then they will, then Tommy. Cool. I'm equipped for long range. He's equipped for short range. Joe's just gonna blow his fucking head off with his shotgun.
Okay, yeah, Joe comes over here. And give me the roll. Since you're doing a sort of extreme close range attack, you can use strength or dex, whichever is higher. We'll use the 10.
His strength and dex are 14, so it's the
Okay,
same
so
no
plus
matter what.
Okay, so with the 12, he sort of runs up and sort of like flips the sawed off around and bashes the guy in the face, knocking him to the ground, but the guy sort of stumbles back and it doesn't finish him.
Okay.
Okay, your move.
I am shooting this guy that's far away in the fucking face.
Okay.
11.
You shoot, but he manages to sort of, due to the awkward terrain, he sort of manages to like squeeze like around a tree where you're not able to really get him.
Okay.
Okay, next will be this guy. Where he gets a 1, and as he's stumbling to the ground from being hit in the face, he sort of he pulls out a knife and tries to swing at Joe, but Joe just grabs his arm and twists it backwards, locking the guy down and basically holding him to the ground.
And then, just so you do know, do you have all their ACs and everything, or do you need them?
You just, whenever I call out a hit, you can just let me know.
Woohoo.
A 20 is gonna hit you though. As this guy comes out and pulls out a handgun that does have a suppressor on it, and he fires on you. And yours is a 13. He got a 20, so he's gonna do a good 14 damage to you.
Ooh. Tommy is going to take his rifle and shoot that guy in the face.
Okay, give me the roll.
14, 16.
16, yeah, it's a clean shot on this guy. It didn't kill him, but it looks like it did a pretty good amount to him.
Cool. Joe's finishing that guy right fucking now.
Okay, give me the roll.
What he is gonna do though is he's gonna, because he said he's got him, like he twisted his wrist.
Yes, so for his attack, you can roll at advantage.
Okay. Two. He
Wow.
got a fucking 6. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, so the guy actually manages to break free as Joe was sort of wrestling with him.
Okay. I'm gonna go put a bullet in that guy's fucking head now.
The guy you were already trying to shoot at?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15, yeah, and so he was already hit by Tommy, and so you managed to finish him off.
Ooh.
And that guy's done for. Hey, it is to Joe again.
No.
Well,
Joe was
Tommy.
first. Then it was me.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
because I meant Tommy. I meant Tommy.
Oh,
Or no, the
psycho.
psycho. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I had the initiative backwards because I put them down as they rolled not in correct order.
There you go. Dude.
Yeah, and so yeah, so this guy pulls out a knife and he gets a real good slice through Joe's chest, and deals a whopping 28 damage to him.
Okay.
Okay, it is Tommy's.
Yeah, Tommy's gonna go to just.
You
fucking-
wishing that you hadn't said anything so you could have got the 20.
I wouldn't have gotten the 20. It's you should know by now. Anytime I'm in pointless fights, like this, I can tell this is not going to be the main fight. 'Cause once I get in there, it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. I'm going to roll super shitty, so that way I'm the least set up at the most uncomfortable health margins whenever I get into that cellar. Let's see. So what Tommy's gonna do is just go and finish this guy off and just fucking hit him in the face with a throwing knife. Or with his knife. Just throw it at him.
Okay, so he's throwing his knife. Make a ranged attack.
Yep. Oh, what was his whatchamacallit again? +2, got it. 17.
And yeah, he does manage to kill the guy.
Ooh. Alright. We're gonna stop the bleeding. That we definitely have. You said we have our standard combat stuff. Does that include one of the first aids that we have?
Sure, we'll say that.
We're gonna use whatever we need to patch ourselves up from fucking. We're gonna use one of the first aids. Or would it be, I guess, one of the first aids?
Yes,
Two.
you'll burn one of your first aids, and whoever has the highest medicine, we'll say they're the one doing it. So give me their medicine roll.
So it's gonna be mine.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 3, 17.
17. Yeah. So recover just 17 health to everyone, I guess, because I guess you guys are using it just to look at everyone's wounds.
Okay. So question.
Sure.
I don't need that. I have 14 health that needs to be recovered. And I put the. Never mind. That's asking too much.
Yeah, no, you cannot carry over the health.
Yeah, I was like, I might carry that over, but no. Okay, so in case you need a health update, Joe is at 89. I'm back up at 100.
Okay. I haven't really been messing with the situation log. I'm just sticking to the maps.
Oh yeah, I know.
So I guess I could update that. What is it?
No, you don't have to. Joe is at 89 health.
89. Okay. And yeah.
You also may want to put down that I am now level 3 up there.
No, I may, huh?
You may also want to update the situation log to get Iggy back. Up to you, though. I'm not the DM. I can't tell you how to run your dungeon. Save Iggy or something, I guess. Sweet. All right, thanks.
Here,
Cool.
I'll flip the window capture over there for a second, just so that can be shown. Okay. Is there anything you want to do?
Just loot their bodies because one of them had a gun. Take ammo off of them, and then take that extra knife off that guy. Take his gun, all that shit.
Okay, so you've gained a suppressed handgun,
Mm-hmm.
and they both had a knife on them, and the one that didn't have the gun had another syringe with what you can assume is the same stuff as before.
Cool. Handgun, 2 knives, tranquilizer. Cool. And I'm assuming the gun came with, like, what, a clip or 2?
Yeah, we'll say that it had what was left in it plus an extra mag.
Cool. Awesome. Then what I'm going to do is just put the loud or the non-suppressed handgun. I'm going to holster that and have the other one in my hand. And then we'll go into the cellar.
So you're wielding the suppressed one now?
Yeah.
Okay. You and the party enter the cellar. Just give me one moment. I didn't know who you were going to bring with you, so
Hey, you just got to bring over.
yeah, I'm just moving them over from that page to this page. Hey, and as you come down, this is what you see. Roll initiative.
20 for me. And then Tommy is +2 initiative. Joe is +2. So what I'm gonna do is just do 2 of them. It'll be Tommy and then Joe. So Tommy got a 5, Joe got an 18.
Okay, so a 7 and a 20.
No. Yes, so 7 and a 20.
Okay, so, yeah, same as before. You and Joe, then the Psycho, then Tommy.
Cool.
Tommy a bit slow today.
Is there anything specific about this room that, like, there's nothing that I gotta worry about? Like, do I see anything else, or it's just the room? Like, what is this guy doing? Because I imagine Iggy's tied up.
Iggy's tied up, he's bloody, and this man is holding a knife. And it looks like he's been...
See me? Or you see
Yeah,
me?
as soon as you come down, he turns around, and that starts the initiative.
Okay, can I do a perception or a medical roll to see what Iggy's injuries look like?
Sure,
Like,
give me a medicine roll.
Wow. Lovely.
He's bloody, he's definitely not in good shape, and he seems very weak. But you can't tell the finer details.
Okay. What me and Joe are gonna do is shoot this guy in the fucking kneecaps.
Sure.
I will do mine first, and then I will do Joe's. Oh, cool. Do I even need to do Joe's? I basically just blew his whole fucking leg off.
Yeah, it's a critical. Is there any way you want to describe this? I'll let you set the scene. You can tell me how this plays out. I'll let you make like a little cinematic.
It's gonna be like a John Wick kind of thing, where I just basically bust the door open, I start walking through, he notices me, just nonchalant, just shoot him, and his whole fucking leg pops off, and I just go get Iggy.
Okay, so are you
It's gonna
shooting?
be very nonchalant, nothing crazy. Just shooting the suppressed anger. Just gonna literally just. as
Are
I'm
you?
walking
So you're
mid-stride,
shooting him in
pop
the
kneecap.
in the kneecap. Are you shooting to kill or to just pacify?
I'm pacifying him. He's going to get interrogated right now.
Okay. And so then you and Tommy rush over to
I'm just telling Joe. I said,
him.
Joe, make him
Joe
talk, do
Joe
whatever
grabs
the hell
this
you gotta
guy
do.
and starts dragging him off to the corner.
I said, Joe, make him talk.
Right, and
Whatever you want to do.
immediately you hear the guy start screaming. He's not screaming, despite Joe stabbing him in his gunshot wound, but the guy is kind of squirming a bit as you
Joe
and
said,
Tommy get
"Joe,
over to Iggy.
Check him and make sure he doesn't have anything else on him.
Right. You can see Joe immediately sort of like just rip the guy's jacket off and just sort of like cut the guy's shirt off, just to sort of make sure he had nothing on him. As he starts now just carving into the guy's chest, being like, okay, so you don't want to talk? Don't worry, we can get creative.
All right. Does Joe end up getting anything from him?
We'll come back to him.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna check on Iggy, I guess, even closer up now. Check his injuries and see what it is I need to do, and just start asking him, like, what the fuck happened.
Right, and from here you can see like his head sort of draped. He's extremely weak. And if you would like, you can go ahead and put something next to his name to signify he's now part of your party for travel. His health is going to be at 15.
Okay. 15 health. Is he like still currently bleeding?
Yes, but Tommy's wrapping it right now.
Okay, cool. So that will change.
It will not burn a med kit for Tommy to do this.
I figured as much. I'm gonna ask you, like, what the hell happened?
And
Is he able to talk, or is he just kind of short and can't really say anything?
he's like very softly
He's
just
like
goes
dozing in and out.
checking bells. Not good.
Okay, well, I say we're not gonna waste any fucking time. We're gonna get him back to the fucking camp right now because we need to.
Right.
There's
give-
nothing in this room that I can use to like almost heal him up a little bit, I imagine.
So Tommy brings up that you guys could rush him back to Justine, but if you guys encounter anything, then that could get rough. Or you guys could wait to sort of give it, like, basically give him some recovery time before heading out. Which, the recovery time we'll say is the equivalent, we'll say it's a short rest worth of recovery.
Okay, I'll say let's do that. Tommy, radio back to base right now and let him know what we got going on. And let him know where we're at. Julia should know because this is one of the areas that she assumed
Right.
they might be at.
And as he begins to radio, it appears as though he can't catch a signal from it within the cellar. He'll have to go outside. So,
Okay.
so he says that he's going to step outside and handle that.
Alright, I will say, I'm just gonna lay Iggy down on, like, the table. Just somewhere we can be comfortable so he can rest.
Okay, are
I'm gonna
you...
say, Joe, if he doesn't talk, waste him, and I'm gonna go out there with Tommy, because I don't want him to get fucking jumped.
Okay. Do you... Is it just a... Are you just having him rest, or are you using the bed kit on?
I'm having him rest. I'm going out there with Tommy, because I don't want him to get jumped whenever he's out there trying to use the fucking radio.
Okay, so you go outside with Tommy.
They're in here resting. So if anything, Iggy's gonna get the rest and we won't. Joe's still in there, and if he doesn't get that guy to talk, he's just fucking killing him.
Right, so you and Tommy are now out here as he's radioing. And so he sends a basic sort of report up to Julia, letting her know what's going on. And yeah, so the camp now knows that Iggy's been found, bad shape. You guys are going to rest for a bit and then head back.
Okay, cool. Then what I'm gonna do is it's gonna be a good idea if we probably stay out here to make sure nothing else happens on the inside. I guess for the rest, me and Tommy won't rest. I guess it'll just be Iggy resting until he's able to move.
Okay, go ahead and give me a recovery roll, which will just be it'll just be a D20. Right? It'll be a D20 plus Constitution. So since Iggy's the only one resting, give me his.
He's got a Constitution at 2. Jesus fuck. That's what, fucking -4?
Yeah, it's -4.
7.
7. Okay, yeah, he recovers 14 health.
Jesus Christ, Iggy. We gotta get him in the fucking gym. This is why he doesn't leave the fucking camp. Okay. But am I assuming that means he's good enough to
Give me
walk?
give me another D20.
Situation? Well, listen, this is gonna be a fucking 1. A 9. Great. He's dead.
Hey, your last situation roll was a 18.
Yeah.
A 9. Okay, yeah, and okay, give me perception roll.
Fucking hell. Fuck you. Alright. Well, fuck it. Whose perception am I doing?
Whoever has the highest. If it's perception, always assume it's the highest person.
Bet.
Unless specified otherwise.
Let's go! 25.
Yeah, so you guys hear Tommy immediately looks at you and he goes, "Do you hear that?"
Yeah. I do now.
He said, "Sounds like there's maybe 4 or 5 of them." He said, "What do you think?"
I say we gotta fucking waste them. Do we know where they're at?
You do know they're just all around.
Okay. So our best option is going to be to head back into the...
So Tommy says, so
cellar.
Tommy's kind of trying to figure out your strategy. He's like, you think it's best to head inside, wait for them to funnel to us, and we just sort of ambush them as they come into the cellar? Because they may not even know you guys are there.
Are they close? Like, how close are they?
They sound like they're still a good distance away. So Tommy says, we might be able to just hide these bodies, wait inside,
I was going to
The-
say,
the
let's
ambush.
drag the bodies. Let's fucking hide the bodies to where they won't be found, and then get in the cellar.
Okay, so you guys do that. You are back in the cellar now.
Alright. Did Joe get him to talk?
Hey, and you see the man is dead. And Joe said, well, he didn't say much, but he did give me one location.
Which is
And then he basically described this small shack at the towards the edge of the park, and he says that's really all he was able to get from the guy. And you see that the guy looks like a bloody mess.
okay.
So Gio
Alright.
definitely tried everything to get the guy to talk.
Well, we'll make sure to check that out whenever we get the chance. I'm
Yeah.
assuming Joe does not benefit from the rest since he was interrogating.
We'll say
I'm
what was
assuming.
the roll was a 14. We'll say he takes half,
So he gets 7.
so he gets a 7.
Cool. So that would put him at 6.
Or no, it was an 11 for the recovery roll.
Okay, so he gets a 6? Or
Uh,
5.
It's 5 because we round down.
Cool, so that puts him at 90. Got it.
Okay, and basically Tommy relays what's going on to Iggy and Joe, that there's potentially 4 or 5 heading there right now, potentially more on the way, and that it could be a decent idea to just kind of wait in ambush.
Mhm.
And then Joe points out that there is a crawl space, because it's probably not the best idea to have Iggy around for the ambush.
Yeah, what we'll do.
So
crawl space is
basically
gonna be
there's
anywhere
there's
where
the
we can
entrance,
put Iggy.
and then there's a crawl space which actually looks like it goes to a much larger area. So Joe says that you guys may be able to just be able to go through the crawl space tunnels and just avoid it all, because it looks like it's a small crawl space, but it opens out into like a proper tunnel where like you can stand in it and walk around like normal.
How deep is the crawl? Like, how long are we gonna be using the crawl? Is it like literally we just have to get through there real quick and then we're good, or like we gotta crawl for a while?
It's a real quick crawl.
Okay, then yeah, let's do it. Shove Iggy in there first. Or actually, first what we'll do, we'll put Joe in there. Actually, no. We'll put Tommy in first, since he knows the area on the park. He'll know where the fuck we're at and we're out. Then we'll put Iggy. Then we'll put Joe. Then we'll put me.
Okay, I'm just moving characters onto the other map.
And while those 3 are crawling, I'm barricading the fucking door. So if somebody does barrel in, it's gonna take them a lot longer to get to us.
Joe actually says that he's got a better idea. So, because Tommy seems pretty confident that the tunnels should leak out into a exit. So Joe holds up a bottle and says, "Why don't we just burn it down, like the entrance, and cave it in?"
Yeah, I mean, we might as well. Leave
Okay.
it to me. While you guys are going through, I'll do that as I'm about to crawl through.
Okay, yeah, and so that happens. Everyone crawls through, and you basically sabotage the entrance to have it cave in behind you guys, so that way no one can follow. And you guys enter the tunnels. Okay, I am testing out the lighting feature, so I don't actually know how much you can see.
I literally see the 4 character icons, a small thing below it, and everything else is black.
Okay, cool. Okay, so basically I can sort of light things up as you move around. So you guys are in this sort of dark tunnel right now.
Now, question. Knowing Joe, did he potentially take another bottle of alcohol for himself?
Most likely, yeah.
Okay. And then, do we have, from the rubble, would it be ridiculous to say that perhaps... No, well, I guess because... Well, we knew we'd be going into a cave, right?
Yeah, we'll say that you guys have, like, light and stuff.
So I was going to say, would it be ridiculous to say that we at least have a stick?
A stick?
Yeah, a stick. Or like a leg of a chair.
Sure.
What I'm going to do is take the sleeve off of... You know, we're going to take Iggy's tie.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to wrap it and tie it to the stick, douse it in alcohol, and then light that on fire so we have a lamp. Basically a whole fucking torch.
Okay, so you have a torch. Joe suggests that you and him go ahead, and Tommy stay here with Iggy, just in case there is danger.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, so he asked, do you want to lead or do you want him to?
I'll lead.
Okay, so I assume you go downwards. That's the only direction you can go.
The way I see, so yeah.
Okay, so you begin to head down. I can place a light, but I don't know how that works. Okay, in your light, you're able to reveal more area.
Okay. I still don't really see much of anything. I gotta keep going straight.
Okay, so I'll sort of lay out your options since it is...
I can either
This
go
is something
down
new
or I
we're
can
messing
go-
with. So, right here is a sort of like wooden debris that's sort of blocking the path. You and Joe can try to clear it, or you can go down the left path. Also, give me a perception roll.
Let's see.
The perception roll will be... It's something separate from the debris.
He's got a wisdom 16, so that's plus 3. An 8. Jesus Christ, Joe.
It barely
what's that?
passes the check.
Okay.
And he points out that he hears something coming from somewhere over here.
And it's coming towards us?
No.
Well, let's go that way and take a look at it.
Okay, so you guys begin to slowly move your way down this way. But as you're sort of hitting this corner, it does reveal you can slightly see a man. It does not appear to be a zombie, but he hasn't. It's clear that they know that this person knows that you're in the area because obviously there's a giant light, but it seems like they're not in that direction because you're sort of just peeking around a corner right now. And they're facing opposite of you, but you can't really tell what's going on there because you haven't brought the light around the corner yet, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of just like barely see over there. Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna swing the fucking corner. So it looks like he's almost in like a hallway or something like that, right?
No comment.
Almost looks like that. What I'm gonna do is swing the corner. I'm not gonna like enter in the thing, but just so I can get the light in there, and have my handgun pointed at him and just be like sit at, like get on the ground, like don't fuck around, like don't fuck with me. 'Cause I need vision on him.
Okay, so this is what you see, and you tell the guy, give me a intimidation check. 16. Yeah, and you see that the guy seems to halt as he turns around, and you see a woman behind him on the ground. And he's slightly deterred as he sort of seems panicked by you being here. He says, "Who the fuck are you? You're not supposed to be down here. You're not one of us."
One of you? What the fuck does that mean?
He doesn't answer the question.
Like, it doesn't really matter what I am. I'm the guy with the gun who's pointing at your fucking face. It doesn't look like that girl's supposed to be here either. What the hell is she doing here?
The man just sort of gives you like a sort of stern look, and it doesn't seem like he is going to answer.
Let me make it simple for you. Answer my question, or I'll shoot you in the fucking face.
All right, and you see that his hand sort of twitches a bit. It seems like your intimidation sort of deterred him a bit. But then he goes in for a lunge on you. Give me
As
a
he's lunging,
reaction roll, because you guys are very close.
a reaction roll? What the hell is that?
It'll be your dexterity.
7.
7. So the guy does get right up on you as he's about to stab into you. You pull the trigger, and it sort of like stuns him back a bit.
Cool.
Roll
Say
initiative.
last. Okay. Let's do it. That's me. Is Joe involved in this?
Yes. Well, yes, but he can't move past you because these are tight sort of corridors. So you'd have to move out of the way first for him to actually do anything.
And then we'll keep him out of it. There's no point. I'm first though, right? Both roll the same.
Both roll the same, so we'll re-roll it. That's a big Iggy.
Cool, I'm first. Shoot him in the face. Done with his shit.
Okay, give me the dex roll.
Hey, no, we won't shoot him in the face. I'm shooting him in the fucking kneecaps again.
Sure.
22.
Yeah, you blast him in the kneecap. Plus the shot, there's a chest he already had. He's not long for this world.
No, I don't want him dead yet.
He's not dead. I'm just saying because he's already received a wound and you just inflicted a precise shot. He is near death.
Cool. Joe, work your magic. Make him talk. And I'm gonna go see what's going on with this lady and ask her, like, yo, are you okay? What the hell's going on?
Right. So Joe kind of drags the man over here, and you hear the man begin to cry out in torment.
Yeah. Joe's the perfect guy to interrogate. He's crazier than these fucking psychopaths. That's the best part about it. Which is why I fucking brought him. Because if Joe gets to put his hands on somebody, he's finding something out.
Right. As you approach this woman, she just goes, "Who are you?" And you can tell that by her voice, she's very, very weak. She's definitely not in a good state.
I'll say, a friend. Are you alright? What happened? And then, can I do a medical roll to see what's going on with her?
Sure. Yeah. We can go. Well, are you specifically checking for her medical status or just her general status?
Right now, I need to know if this bitch is about to die. That's the
Okay,
main
then
thing.
then medical.
Stuck in here by this person. You know if she's dying or not. 16.
16. Okay, she is definitely not dying right now. In terms of health states, she's probably around 60 health.
Okay. She's
Roughly.
not wounded at all, like cuts.
She
wounds.
has wounds, but they're not like open wounds.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna like, are you like, how did you get here? How long have you been here? What happened to you? What did he do to you?
And you can tell that she's kind of in a bit of a shock as she just she gives you like kind of vague answers, as it seems like she's not even really sure herself. As she says that she doesn't know how long she's been down here.
Do you have a name?
She says her name's Allie.
Allie. Okay, Allie. Well, let's go ahead and get you out of here. I'm Steve. My compatriot over there making your captor scream for and beg for his life. That's Joe. Let's get you out of here. It seems you're not the only person who's been forced to suffer from these people. And I guess I'll just add her to my party right now if she's willing and get her the hell out of this fucking cave.
Okay, you can go ahead and add her to your party.
Cool.
Okay, her health is at 58. Okay, and as you reapproach, Joe says that the guy wouldn't give up any information.
Well, safe to
Wasn't from
assume
lack
it
of
probably
trying,
wasn't
though.
I figured it wasn't that. He suffered some pretty bad wounds. Just take whatever you can off of his body and then let's go.
Right, as you and Joe begin moving back this way, she grabs the guy's knife off the ground.
Cool. I'll also explain this is Allie and kind of explain she's got no idea what the hell is going on and why she was here.
Okay,
She's
are you
very
dropping
sort
her
of
off
we're getting her out.
with Tommy, or are you keeping her with you?
She will stay with us because because the last thing I need is her potentially turning on Tommy while he's tending to Iggy, and then they're both dead.
Okay, so do you want to try clearing this, or do you want to venture up?
Yeah, we're gonna clear that out real quick.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength roll.
Using mine.
Using your... Yeah, we'll say just
Okay.
yours because it's a tight area. You're the only one. So choose one person to try to clear it.
Joe's got the better strength, so we'll go with Joe.
Okay, so you move out the way and you ask Joe to
16.
take care of this. Yeah, and he does. He does clear a path. As he then moves
Okay.
back for you to move up with the light.
Yep.
Okay, so I
So
assume
what
you
I'm
head
gonna
down.
do is change formation. I'm gonna have Allie be behind me and Joe behind her.
Okay, checks out to me. New formation. Okay, so you begin heading down. And because of the lighting, I'm going to be moving you guys sort of block by block.
Yeah. We just keep going down. There's nothing else that we can do until we find something.
Okay, and as you head down...
I can either go down or I can keep going straight.
If this
Okay,
is what you see.
I'll just use my silence pistol to take that zombie out. Does he know that I'm there, I'm assuming, or no?
Yes, he can tell from the light.
Okay. But it's always assumed that I go ahead of zombies, correct?
Yes.
I'm just gonna
For
shoot in the
future's
face
sake,
with
I
someone.
know we've been changing the zombies' rules for initiative. I think for standard type zombies, they will always be at the back of the initiative.
Yeah,
Unless specific circumstances arises. Special zombies will not be. They will not
They'll
follow the
have an
same rules.
initiative roll.
Yeah, special zombies have
Got it.
initiative. Standard zombies are. We're going to assume that they always roll a 1.
Then I am going to just shoot this one in the head with the stealth, or not with the stealth, with the suppressed pistol that I got.
Sure.
23.
Yeah, easily kills them.
Then I'll move up and do the same to that one.
And as you move up, this one's sort of moved down too.
Cool. Got a fucking 20. And you know
Right.
what sucks about that? I got a 20 on this single fucking zombie, which blows ass because I'm gonna need it to save my fucking life, and I'm gonna get a fucking 6.
Well, so you've had a few encounters now. You still have yet to use any of your signature moves, so just keep in mind you do still have those.
It's because I'm saving it for whenever I feel like I'm about to die. That's why.
Yeah, signature moves are once per encounter.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So are you heading down into this room, or are you following the hallway?
Let's head down in that room and just check out what we got going on there.
Okay, we'll say that you just have her back up a bit and you squeeze down. Okay, and as you enter the doorway, you sort of reveal out this room and a bit more.
Eerily similar to the room that she was being held in. I'll just investigate that room.
This room that you just got to?
Yeah, I'll investigate it. See if
Okay.
there's anything we can do.
So you enter the room. Give me a perception roll.
I want to say it's gonna be Joe's perception.
We're gonna go with yours because he has not actually entered the room.
It is okay. Well, that's
You don't find anything anyway.
Got it.
Or you don't perceive anything.
I'll still use my
Roll
investigation
initiative.
and try to find something. Okay. 14 for me. And then Joe. What's Joe's initiative? Oh, it's 2. Initiative 2. 4. Jesus.
It was a 4. Hers is a +2.
15. So 15 for her, 14 for me, and then 4 for Joe. Okay.
Okay, and the enemy is upon you, lunging from the darkness.
What the fuck?
And that's an 11 on you, does not hit.
Cool. Dumping a fucking clip into its head. That is not a person.
Okay, give
First shot.
me the roll.
Hit a dome. 17.
Yeah, you shoot it. It does not falter though. It is still up.
Okay. Is she in the room yet?
Yeah, she's here.
I guess technically she should have went first, huh?
You guys are a team, so you guys can go interchangeably.
Okay. Well, she only has the knife. I don't know what her strength is.
Her strength is a -1.
Is a what?
-1.
Cool. She is just gonna try to slice and take a chunk out of something. I mean,
Yeah, I mean at this point you're just looking for damage. You've already done.
yeah.
You've done damage. I'm not gonna say it was a lot.
13.
13. That is a miss.
Okay.
Okay, next is Joe. Say Joe's barely able to wiggle into the room, but he's
Cool,
not
he is-
close enough for melee though. Obviously.
Yeah, well, he's not doing a fucking melee. That sawed-off shotgun's going straight to the fucking chest of that guy.
Okay, go ahead and
13.
okay, yeah, that knocks it back. It is still kicking a little bit though.
Okay.
As it then begins to slink off into the darkness. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not getting away. I'm killing that thing.
Okay, so you choose to follow after it. As you enter in.
Or technically, shouldn't I have been given an opportunity to attack it as it was fleeing?
It disengaged.
Sure it did.
Well,
since I'm
it didn't-
chasing
it didn't
the
move.
initiative's still the same?
The initiative is still the same. Yeah, it didn't move far enough for a dash, so it disengaged.
Okay. Does it disengage? Is that his move to where it's me now, or no?
Yes, it's your move.
Oh, cool. Yeah, same thing. Killing it. In the face.
Okay.
He's dying.
Ranged attack or melee?
Ranged.
Okay, go for it.
21.
21. Yeah, and you do manage to get a killing blow.
Cool. I'm going. What I'm gonna I guess do a investigate. I'm gonna investigate whatever the fuck that thing was. 'Cause that's a special type of zombie.
Okay, give
If
me
a zombie at all.
an investigation roll.
So I want to figure out what the fuck that thing is. 11. Do I get anything?
It's definitely a zombie for sure. But it has elongated limbs. Its fingers are elongated, and they come down to almost claws. It was very skinny, and in combat it seemed pretty nimble. Its strength might have been a bit lacking, but it made up for it
In speed.
in speed. Though it had a much more elongated build than a sprinter zombie, and it seemed to be able to tank a lot more damage than a sprinter.
I'm assuming a lot taller too.
Yes, significantly taller. That's why the token was. That's why you occupy a 2x2. It occupies a 3x3. Not because it's literally you're only 2/3 of its size, but just to emphasize its height.
Okay, and then all right. I guess we will press onward and kind of see what we got going on.
Okay, we'll say
Is this
that.
the way we're going straight?
No, that's a wall.
Okay, cool. Then
So
we'll
that's
press
just a
onward
room.
this way.
Okay, so then you guys get back into formation and begin making your way back down. And your light is able to reach pretty far down the hall.
same thing. We'll take a shot at it in the face with the silence pistol.
Okay, give me the shot.
10.
You hit, but you don't kill.
Okay.
Roll. Well,
Yeah, he's next.
yeah, roll initiative.
Okay. 19. You said hers was a +2? Initiative?
Yes, hers is +2.
10, and then Joe is also a +2. 19, 10, 21.
Okay, you're 19, she's 10, and
Yeah.
Joe is
Joe's 21.
21.
Or should we just say, for the sake of this, me and Joe swap? In terms of I'll be the 21 and then he'll be the 19 since I'm in front.
You guys are
Can't get
all.
by me.
Your initiative wasn't split, so you guys are together anyway. You guys can act interchangeably because you guys
Oh,
weren't
okay.
split. If you guys were split, then that would have to be the case.
Okay, cool. Well, that initiative was a fucking 23, so we're gonna go in next.
Okay, and then from behind the zombie, you see something lunge forward. It is upon you. Your move.
Same thing. Well, it seems I need to keep shooting more of these fucking things. Or actually, why not? It sees me?
Yes. It is
We're
running.
gonna
It is
take
running towards
time.
you, but it had to come from down the hall.
We're gonna take the time to get back into this room because we need to be in an open area so we can open fire on it. So we're gonna back up into this room.
Okay, that's as far as Joe can move. Okay, so you guys back up to there. This zombie is unable to move because it is blocked. Okay, back to the
Okay.
special zombie.
We're just getting in the room. All of us, so. So ideally, so that me and Joe can just dump fucking rounds into this fucking thing.
Okay, where do you want Joe to move?
Joe will just move right here. She'll move to the middle, and then we'll move. Or I'll move right there.
Sure. Okay. The zombie will follow down the hall, back to the top. Zombie's in the doorway. Your move.
Cool. Me and Joe are going to do a combined attack. I guess we'll do this as special attack where we are both going to shoot at the zombie. I'm going to shoot at its kneecaps, and then if it is encumbered, Joe is going to just walk up and put a shotgun in its face and just fucking blow its head off. How do you want me to do that? Do you want me to use my dex? Do you want me to use his dex? Do you want me to do it at advantage? What do you want me to do?
Sorry. So what? So you're doing a combo move. Is it a signature move or just a combo move?
Okay, we'll make it a signature move.
Okay, so then you'll do. You're both shooting, so we'll use whoever has the higher range attack. We'll go with that. Plus the signature move.
Which is +2.
Actually, we'll use both of your modifiers since it's a combo move. With a +2 added, because it's burning
Okay,
both
so
your
we're
initiatives.
using both the modifiers for me and Joe together, and then the +2 for the signature.
The signature +2, I thought it was +3.
+3. I asked if it was +2 or 3. I wasn't sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's +2, and then because it's a combo move, add an additional +2. So basically, both your modifiers +5.
Both our modifiers +5, so mine's a
And then
5.
it'll burn both your initiatives.
2. So we got +12. 25.
25, and you guys do kill it. Do you want to elaborate?
We just did the exact combo thing. I'm taking my silenced pistol, popping both of its knees. Second it fell to the ground, Joe ran up, fucking put the shotgun straight in its mouth and just blew his fucking head off.
And yeah, that's how it goes. You guys easily take it out in a single hit. Well, single combo move. Next is she doing anything or is she just waiting?
She's waiting.
Okay.
Cool. I will head out or resume formation. If I can go just kill the zombie with my knife and stab it in the head, I'll do that. But I don't know if I have enough.
Yeah, you do.
Cool. So then, yeah, I will just go to stab the zombie. Actually, not even that. Fuck it. I'm just shooting in the face with the silenced pistol.
Yeah, this is as far as you can get.
Then, yeah, 19.
Yep, and that's a kill. Clean kill. I assume you just move back to where the light goes.
Yep. I do like this because I don't know what the fuck's on the other corner. Okay. Oh, I was like, is there more to this?
Yeah, I had to move the thing, but it wouldn't let me move it while I have the light revealing tool.
No worries. So is this seemingly the exit?
No, that's a dead end. That's likely where that elongated zombie came from that you just fought.
Okay.
And then this is on the... Hold on. This is on the DM layer, not the token layer. Because I didn't know how the invisibility worked.
Is everything behind me, is that assumed to be lit up? No or no?
No, it's not lit up, it's just that you've explored it, so you know the layout.
Okay. And how long have we been doing this? Would this be like a rest for Iggy to recover more health or no? How long have we been in?
Sure, we'll say that this can count, that your entire adventure through here will count as a rest. So once you've cleared this area, we'll do a short rest for Iggy.
Okay, cool. Then we'll move up and we'll just take care of this.
Okay, who would you like to try to clear it?
It'll still be Joe.
Okay, Joe's going to move up and try to clear it. Go ahead and give me a athletics.
6. You clear shit.
He does not clear it, so he someone else will have to try.
I will.
Okay, go for it.
3. What's her strength?
-1.
She's gonna get the high one, I guarantee it. 12. Yeah.
And she does manage to clear a path through.
Jesus Christ. Okay, resume in formation.
Okay, and there is a zombie. I assume you're just gonna try shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go for it.
That was a equal 5, not a plus 5.
Equals 0 successes. What?
20.
Yeah, it's easy kill. I was still caught up in the 0 successes. What the fuck
No,
does that
yeah,
mean?
it's 'cause I accidentally put the equal on it. But yeah, we just keep
Here, I
going.
wanna see how this works. I can enable dynamic lighting, and I can place lights. I can also place doors and windows. Interesting. Okay, anyway. Who's gonna attempt clearing it first?
I'm already here. I'll just fucking do it.
Okay, go for it.
9. and
Barely
12.
passes.
Thank God.
That one was a 9. Because they all have set rolls that I already have set pre-planned. That one was a 9, so you barely cleared it yourself. And then you guys resume formation. Hey, and you move up. Give me a stealth roll.
17.
17. Cool. That's on the wrong layer. Hey, it has not noticed you. Because you are very sneaky.
Alright. Then what I'll do, I'll just take the shot and shoot back of the head with my whatchamacallit.
Okay,
Or
go
what I'll
on.
do too, I'll take the time. Is Joe able to kind of move to where we can both look in the doorway as well?
Sure. Well, we can go with that.
All right, cool. Because I'm gonna shoot at it, and then if it starts running, Joe will just finish it.
Okay, go for it. And add a plus 24. We'll say
Kill it
24.
anyway.
24 kills.
Okay, I was like, did I kill it anyway, or perfect. I'll just go in here and investigate.
Technically, it's a 24 because you would get an additional +2 for stealth.
Oh.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go in there and investigate that room.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
14.
You're investigating. What are you investigating?
Just supplies. If we can find anything like any thing that we can use to heal Iggy, anything that we can use that would just be of use to me, the camp, anything like that. Any weapons that I can use.
Investigation is more
anything.
specific.
Oh.
So then give me a perception. Is there any difference in your roll?
Perception.
We'll still roll with the.
Wisdom, so I don't have the +3.
So it's just an 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do find an old machete that was laying on a table covered in blood. That could be a pretty good weapon.
She's already got a machete, though, right?
She just has a small knife.
Okay, then yeah, I'll fucking, I guess, wipe that off with whatever I can in there, and then just hand that to her so it's not all bloody whenever I hand it to her.
Okay, so she is now armed with a machete.
Cool. Well, we just keep venturing forward. We gotta go down.
Okay, and you move downward. Okay. You can see a big pile of rubble.
Well, now that I'm warmed up from clearing that one, I'll get rid of this one with ease.
Yeah, of course.
Or not.
No, you don't actually.
All right, Joe, give it a shot. Joe needed to get warmed up.
Yeah, and a 19 clears it. The check for it was a 16.
Oh, well, we will resume formation.
Okay, formation is resumed.
Keep on venturing.
I should have scrolled first. Okay, and you guys continue down. Give me a perception roll.
Nothing.
Yeah, you don't hear shit. A rock falls from the ceiling, hits you in the head, and kind of you have like a ringing in your ear, and you can't hear shit.
Is that really what I was doing the perception for? Or is it another one of those?
No, that's just my excuse for why you hear literally nothing because you got a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the rock had nothing to do with things. Okay, go ahead, and I assume you go left because that's the only way to go.
Yep.
Okay, let me go ahead and light it up. Hey, and you stumble upon, you do see a zombie on the ground. But your ear is still ringing.
I'll just stab it in the head. It's just sitting there not doing anything.
Okay, and as you walk in,
Oh, yeah, here it goes. Go ahead, show me the lengthy fucker. Yep, there he is.
okay, go ahead and roll for initiative.
17.
17.
22.
Eight. You go before.
Good. Shoot in the face. 21.
21. Hit does not kill.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to. That zombie was just a corpse that it was eating. It was eating the zombie corpse. And it's going to take a swing at you. 19.
Of course it does.
So that's going to do 12 damage.
Of course it does. Piece of shit. Okay. Alright. I'm just shoot it in the face again. 19.
19, okay, and you do manage to kill it.
Cool.
Okay, and you do see an exit here. There's a sort of staircase leading out into a sort of rocky cave area.
Alright. I am gonna go send Joe to go and get everybody else. I'll hand him the torch, and then I'm assuming it's lit up out here.
No. Well, there's some light, likely it's like bits of sunlight coming through the caves.
But I can see. I can see is what I'm asking.
You can sort of see, yes.
Do they have a torch over by Tommy and all them?
No, but they have the light from the cellar. Still, like, peeking through.
Alright, but I can see better than them. Or you know what? No, fuck it. Just we'll go. Me and Allie will go. And
Okay,
then
so-
Joe will bring everybody with us.
Okay, so everyone's going.
Yeah, we're all getting out of there.
Okay, go ahead and give me a recovery roll for Iggy. So that'll be 20 plus Constitution.
20 plus Constitution. Constitution was a -4, so we got a fucking 3.
Okay, recover 6 health.
Jesus Christ, this guy's Iggy. Jesus. Ugh. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting out of there.
Okay, I'm just moving all of you to the next map. Okay, and you arrive.
Gotta hang the Larry. We're going up the left side.
Okay, and then Tommy asks if you want... He's gonna stay with Iggy. Do you want him to follow up with you while he's sort of carrying Iggy, or do you want him to just kind of pit stop over here?
Follow us.
Okay. So you begin to... And what is your new formation?
It's gonna be me. Then it's gonna be her. Then it's gonna be Iggy, Tommy, and then Joe. Joe will be the rear. Putting the weak ones in the middle.
Okay, so it is... So, like... This?
I mean, you can do it however you want to, but...
Well, is that what you were saying?
No, I mean, Tommy's carrying Iggy, so they'd be paired together. She would just be behind me.
Well,
They'd
yeah,
be
it's just
together.
that way I don't have them, like, right on top of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be really more of, like, a side kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe's just, like, following the rear.
Yeah.
Okay, which way are you going? And we'll say that you're in stealth right now.
You gotta hang a Larry.
Okay.
Something tells me you knew I'd say I have to hang a Larry, which would probably lead to my demise, but you know.
Give me a... Because it's such a large group and there are injured people, stealth rolls for the sake of this encounter will just be flat 20s with no modifiers. So, give me a stealth roll.
I'm very stealthy.
Yeah, and so yeah, you're not stealthy at all, and you begin to hear noises around you. Roll initiative.
For just me or for everyone?
For everyone that you want involved in the fighting. Okay, 17 for Steve.
No. Yeah, yeah, Steve. Yeah.
9 for who's this for?
Allie,
Okay, Allie is a 9.
Joseph, and 11.
Okay, and then I assume Tommy and Iggy are not involved.
You know what? I am gonna involve Tommy, except I'm gonna purposely put him last unless he his main thing is just defending Iggy. So it'll be an initiative that I think gets close to Iggy. Out of 10.
Okay, 22 and an 8. Okay, and then out from the shadows. Or it leaps from the shadows, but your quick reflexes allow you to move out of the way. Okay, it is your team's move. Everyone in your team will now go now, except for Iggy because he can't.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll all just shoot at it in the face.
Now keep in
You know
mind,
what?
you
I'll
are the
shoot
only one with a
first.
suppressed weapon.
I'll shoot first, and if mine doesn't kill, then Joe will go in and just try to finish it off with a knife to the face. 14.
14? Okay, yeah, you hit. Does not. Wait, 14. Yeah, 14 hits. But it does very little.
Okay, then Joe is gonna go in there and actually just use like the butt of his shotgun to try to like daze it or kill it, however it works out.
Okay.
16.
It's still alive.
Okay, then what's gonna happen is Allie's gonna go in there and just try to like slice its eyes or something like that, just to try to either disorient it.
Sure. Okay.
What's your strength?
-1.
That is 9.
Yeah, she does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, is Tommy doing anything?
No.
Like moving anywhere?
No. He's just staying there protecting Iggy.
Okay.
So basically, if that thing breaks past us and goes towards Iggy, Tommy's the last line of defense.
Okay, then you see another one come from this area at the bottom.
Okay.
But similar to you, Joe manages to dodge out of the way from its swipe.
Okay, cool. Then it's back to us or no?
No, it's back to the one at the top. 10, still missed you.
Cool. Now what I'm going to do is just stab it in the head to finish it off. 14.
Okay, that does actually finish it off.
Cool. Then I'll have Joe go to, again, just fucking try to stun it. He'll just bash it in the face with the butt of his shotgun. 14. And then, does that do anything as 14?
Yeah, it does, but it does very little. Their AC is 14.
No, okay, well then she's
So-
just gonna go...
So it's a match, but that means that it does minimal damage.
Okay, then she is just gonna go to just... We'll say... Again, just like kind of try to slice at its eyes to see if she can blinded or something like that.
Okay.
6. She doesn't do shit again.
Yeah, she is not able to.
She is weakened, so it makes sense.
Hey, and it is going to swipe at Joe, because that was already its target, with an 18. What is his AC?
AC 10.
Okay, yes, that's gonna do a pretty good amount. That's gonna do a good 14.
14, huh? Why are you gonna do Joe like that, huh?
Hey, it could have been higher.
Sure, it could have been.
Yeah, it could have.
I know. Alright. Cool.
And because you've
Top of the
moved up,
turn.
you've revealed a bit more. I'm just gonna kind of fill in the map a bit more.
Top of the turn, I'm just gonna go waste it, shoot it in the fucking head with the silenced.
Okay, yeah, sure.
11.
11 does not hit.
Joe is gonna go to just blow its fucking head off with the shotgun at this point. I'm sick and tired of this fucking thing. And he misfires. Got it. Lovely. Sick.
Yeah, it's the shotgun shell does not fire, and he has to end up just ejecting it because it was a bad round.
Alright, well, she'll just go to stab at it.
No, she's not.
Nothing again.
Okay. Next will be this lanky ass zombie, which goes in for another swipe on Joe, landing another 14 damage. Okay, environment will go. And with all the commotion, the zombie will enter down. It enters the initiative, because once it gets here, it actually joins the combat. But because it's a standard zombie, it joins the back of the initiative.
Okay.
So it is halted before it can advance more, and it is now back to you.
I am gonna go to swap places with Joe and then just shoot that zombie in the face with my silenced pistol. Again. 21. Get the
21,
fuck out
and
of
you
here.
do manage to kill it.
Cool. Then I'm gonna have Joe just go and just stab that zombie in the face.
Yeah, and yeah, it's
He
clean
was
kill.
super angry and actually stabbed and basically just cut its whole body in half because he was pissed that he got hit. He was angry.
Yeah, we'll say he just completely dismembers it. Slices it
Mhm.
clean in half. Well, not clean, but it's a good
Yep.
cut.
All right.
Okay, as everyone moves back into
Formation.
formation. Okay, now where to?
Well, just moving up.
I'll go ahead and reveal a bit more because of light. Okay, and you all move upward. Go ahead and give me a roll for initiative.
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Oh, that's 2 20s in a row. I'm about to get fucked hard. Oh my god. Alright, well, I got a 20.
Is it just you that's in the initiative?
No, I'm about to do the rest of them. Fucking hell. We're gonna swap Tommy out for Joe.
What do you mean swap out?
Joe's gonna look after Iggy. Tommy's gonna move in. She got a 5. Tommy got a 10. Joe's not in it, so they're just swapping spots where Joe's gonna look after him since he just took some damage.
Okay. So then it is... What is Tommy?
It is. He's 10, so it's me. Well, Tommy and that thing got the same. Does that mean they got a reroll or no?
I'll give it to you.
Cool. And then so it's me, Tommy, the zombie, then Allie.
Okay. Then yours and Tommy's move.
Gonna go to shoot it in the face. I got a 20.
Yeah, you do some pretty good damage to it.
All right. Then what I'm gonna do is kind of put my hand of Tommy, tell him not to shoot, and give him the silenced pistol so that way he can shoot it.
Okay,
With
yeah,
that,
we'll
instead
say
of
your
going
bonus move is passing off the gun.
Got a 20.
Okay, yeah, and that's a kill.
All right, I'm gonna take my gun back. Go back into formation. Keep on going. Hang another Larry if I need to, or can I not? If I get an opportunity to turn, just know I'm hanging a Larry. That means left.
Thanks for telling me.
Some people might not know. I'm just using slang.
Hey, and you make it to the top without alerting what else might be lurking around. And you guys exit the cave. That is the end of the encounter.
Hey, W.
Hey, and you guys leave the cave and you enter back into the woods where you guys just begin trekking back to the ranger shack.
Now that we're in an actual area, let them know. I'll have Tom, assuming Tommy knows where we are.
Yeah, Tommy immediately begins radioing since Joe is the one carrying Iggy now.
Mm-hmm. Letting them know that we got out, we're on our way back, and just updating them on the whole situation of what happened.
Yes. Okay, and you guys begin just wandering through the woods until you get back to the ranger shack.
W. Made it back, we up.
Okay, go ahead and... Okay, and the group makes it back.
Sweet.
Okay, now
Well,
what?
first thing we're doing, I'm sending Allie, and I mean, Allie's still able to walk on her own, right? She's not. I
Yeah.
know she was tired before. I don't know if like the.
Yeah, I assume her and Iggy to Justine.
Yeah, that's where they're going. I'm also gonna send Joe over there too, since he got banged up pretty bad.
Okay.
They're all going to see Justine, and then we are. I guess honestly, everybody will meet up there, and we're just gonna talk about it and just let everyone know what happened.
Okay, so do you just go in and talk with these people, or like do you recall everyone from guard duty?
I'm not gonna recall. I'm gonna turn on radio so that way they can hear. But everybody that's in there can obviously hear me. But I'm gonna radio so that they can hear it on the fucking.
Okay,
duty
sure.
Too. I'm just gonna recount everything that happened and let them know that we got a new type of zombie that's running around. Probably only in areas void of light, with very little light. They're super tall, lengthy ones that are like pale. It's like blue, like they've never been in the sunlight for the longest time. They move like a sprinter, except they're more durable. So whenever you see them, be on the lookout, and I'll kind of explain everything to Justine in more detail whenever she's done, obviously tending to the wounded, so that way she can get it all jotted down in her notes and everything like that.
Alright, is there anything else you report?
Yeah, I just reported everything that happened. And let everybody know, like, be on the lookout, because they're getting a little bit more aggressive. They took Iggy, which means I think we're going to have to keep this extra guard duty stuff going, because the last thing we want is someone to go. They got Iggy whenever he was going to take a look at the wire trap that we had set out, and then that's whenever they tranquilized him and brought him in. But they're getting definitely a lot more aggressive, which would imply that they know where we are, so...
Alright, and we'll say that a couple hours pass. and it is now about time for dinner. Everyone that is still inside the shack, they're still... Joe has said he's good enough, so he's just gonna head back out to his shack to sort of rest. So that way it's not so crowded inside. Iggy and Allie are still in recovery at the sort of medical area in the shack with Justine. Julia and Tommy have just sort of finished making food, and they ask if you can go deliver out the food to everyone on watch.
Yeah.
Since obviously having everyone leave to go eat is not a good idea. And with everyone hurt and stuff, it's not like they can really just be replaced for right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you you exit to go with a bunch of like little boxes of food. So where would you like to start?
I'll start with the person right in front of me. I'll go give it to Maya first.
All right, so you approach Maya.
And see if she noticed anything whenever she was on guard duty.
She said that she heard some stuff moving around out in the woods, but she can't be sure if it was a person, a zombie, maybe just an animal. It's too hard to tell.
It's alright, well, don't get too comfortable being ready to move at a moment's notice, because they're getting a lot more aggressive with whatever they're doing now, and they are armed, so just do your best to, you know, do what's best for you in the situation. You don't want to make sure, you don't want to get, just do whatever you think is right. Radio anything that you're hearing, just that way we're all aware.
Right, and she says she'll keep her eyes up.
Alright, we'll just follow it around. We'll go over to Braxton. See if he noticed anything while I'm giving him his food.
Okay, yeah. And he said that he hasn't really seen anything coming, anything down this path. Nothing really of note.
Okay. Just, I'll tell them the same thing I just told Maya when they're getting more aggressive, so just keep your wits about you. I'll go check in with Alexa.
Okay, I assume same thing, you're just asking for a report.
Yeah, same thing, just seeing everything's doing, how everything's going.
And she said that she actually saw one of them getting kind of close, but I guess they were too deterred by all the people on watch to really make a move.
Which way did they go?
They went out this direction.
Noted. What we'll do, either tomorrow or one day, we gotta get to the bottom of this, but we don't want these people running around taking people from our camp 24/7. And with the new girl, Allie, you haven't been able to meet her yet, but I'm assuming she basically got kidnapped by one of them, and they kept her in was that like a cell that was down there? I have no idea what that was. It looked like a cell. They were holding her down there, and she doesn't remember anything, so doesn't remember much. So it's the last thing we want is that to happen to one of us. So if you see one on radio, we're taking them out. I'm done playing nice with these fucking people.
Right, and she said, yeah, as soon as we know where they're at, it's probably best to make a preemptive strike on them, or they make one on you guys.
Yep, I'm gonna go over to Greg now.
Okay, you
See
go
what's going
over,
on with him.
go over to the man Greg. Yeah, and he said, yeah, he was a bit unnerved watching the spot where everything went down, but since you guys were out there running around, he wasn't too concerned about them making a move.
I also wouldn't put you there if I didn't think you were capable of defending yourself. So, you don't have to worry about anything on that, but did you notice anything whenever we were out? Or did you get a feeling that you were being watched or anything like that?
He said basically just an eerie feeling, and that was really it.
You got good intuition, so if you're starting to feel like you're being watched or anything like that, let everybody know. It's better that we know what you're thinking and what's going on than we don't know anything. Otherwise, we get stuff like what just happened to Iggy when nobody knows until he wakes up. Who knows how long he was gone or what time of night he was taken.
Yeah, he said it's basically just a big guessing game at this point.
Yeah, but the second that we find them, it won't be anymore. We're going to take them out. Tired of dealing with these fuckers.
And it seems like Greg doesn't have many words right now.
All right. Let me know what you need, Greg. We'll probably swap out guard duty here as soon as we can. Let you guys get some rest.
Yeah, and he just kind of nods his head.
All right. I'm gonna go inside, check on Iggy.
All right, you go and check on Iggy. Is there anything specific you're doing?
Yeah, I'm sitting down by him, saying, "How you hanging in there?"
Yeah, and you see that he's currently unconscious.
Just sleeping.
Yeah, just sleeping.
All right, I'll leave him be. I'll go see what's going on with our new resident Allie.
All right, so you go walk over
If
to
she
her.
remembers anything.
Okay, what do you say?
But hey, I don't suppose you remember anything about what happened to you. It seems like you've been down there for a while. I'm assuming she looks like she's been held in a fucking like dungeon for a while. She looks like hell, I imagine.
Yeah, very unkempt, very dirty. Yeah.
You know, like any idea what happened down there?
I don't know. I've it felt like I was down there for so long, and just they'd always come in and just attack, and it seems like she has very little recollection of what was going on.
All right, well, why don't you go ahead and get washed up? It seems like you haven't had the benefit of being able to clean off in a while. Let's get you cleaned up, and then if anything ever comes to, let us know. I mean, I'm not gonna let you go back out there unless obviously you're wanting to go off on your own again. You got a place here if you need it, but like, how do you know what's going on with like the zombies and everything? Were you aware of that, or
Yes.
did you get taken before that? Okay, so the outbreak's only been going on for 18
And
days.
she
How
she
long-
says that she believes she was taken around day 5 or 6.
Damn, so she's basically been in there for 2 fucking weeks. Damn. Okay. Well, all right. So you've probably been in there for around 2 fucking weeks. Then we need to get you cleaned up. Let's get some food in your system, and then if you're wanting to stay here, obviously, I mean, we got quite the group of people, and we're dealing with these psychos on our own. But we only have so many mouths we can feed, so you're going to be expected to pull your own weight.
And she just says that she understands, and she grabs your hand and thanks you for allowing her to stay.
Yeah, of course. Let us know if you need anything. Go ahead and rest up, clean up, and we'll get some food in your system whenever dinner's ready.
All right, but there are hard calls to make because Justine's on medical duty. 2 people are hurt. Well, 3 people. So that only leaves you with you, Julia, and Tommy to swap out guard duty. And you have 4 people, so someone's got to stay on duty, pulling a double shift.
Okay. Honestly, let's see here. Trying to see. I'm trying to think of something. What we'll do is because whenever we went upstream, we only came across one. I'm trying to think if there's maybe we can still send them all and only have 3 on guard duty. No, we still definitely need 4. I'll just radio in on them and say, hey, here's the deal with what's going on. We don't have enough people to maintain guard duty on everything. One person's going to have to work a double. I'm not going to ask any of you, I'm not going to force any of you guys to do it. But whoever does it, I'll give them an extra ration, and then they can sleep in, and the next day they can skip a guard duty. And I'll pull a double.
And
I'll take their next shift.
it seems as though Maya and Greg are both willing to do a double.
Okay. Then what I'll say
Which obviously
is...
Alexa's coming off of a double because she was on the guard shift before the.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been asking Alexa. She's due for some R&R. She's fine. All right. Well, then I'll say, Greg, we'll have you get some rest since you had to watch where it just happened. So I imagine you were really on edge.
Okay.
We'll let you get some rest. I'll take over your point, and then
Maya, I'm sure you're getting tired of staring at the same group of fucking trees. You can choose whichever one you want to do at this point. If you want to swap or if you want to stay there, and then we'll pick up wherever, you know, we need to pick up at. So if she wants to stay watching that area because she's already comfortable, she can stay watching that. If she wants to watch a different angle, she can watch a different angle, and then Tommy and Julia will fill in wherever needed.
Okay, so you're replacing Greg. We'll say Julia replaces Alexa. And then Tommy will replace Braxton.
Yeah.
All right, and as everyone begins to settle in for a rest, that sort of everyone's eaten, and the day marches on. Day 19. And
Hey, W.
and the dawn of day 19 will be where we end the session.
God fucking damn it. Why? Day 20 is a nice number.
Everything's just getting good.
Well, I was hoping they'd get good and there'd be a psycho that I could shoot, because I'll be real, I don't fuck with these people. I'm looking to shoot them at this point.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet, because there will be an after party.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't get to shoot psychos in the after party.
You're not wrong about that.
Alright, well, it can't be helped.